Yeah. Thank you, Peter, who's here live every week. We really appreciate it. I actually saw him at an Xbox party the other night, and he was playing Minecraft.
I don't think you can say it like that.
I was listening to him at an Xbox party.
Yeah. I would just say we were.
I joined his Xbox party and annoyed him, and then left.
Okay,
that's what happened.
Nice, good friend, good friend.
It's actually what happened.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. We gotta have him on. I don't think we ever have actually. Well, no, we did one time. One time when he beat Tyler in the championship by less than a point.
Yep, we did bring him on for that.
Oh, episode. We should go back to that.
Yeah,
you know,
that was
play
fun.
A clip. We don't have any clips ready.
Editor, play clip, please. Put a clip in here, please.
Yep. Editor, future John.
Editor, please split in clip here.
You don't have to edit anymore.
We only have to edit if we say something really horrible that would cancel us. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. Tyler,
I'm getting ready to say something offensive.
Honestly, I don't really listen to all the episodes. Like, I very rarely listen to our own podcast, so I don't know what you cut out.
That's because you were here.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, right, exactly.
No, I usually listen, but it's usually for like research purposes. Oh, how could we have improved? And to laugh at my own jokes because I'm very self-absorbed with myself. I don't laugh at anything Jake says. I think he's not funny.
That's so not true. You think I'm very funny.
Funny looking.
You can't.
I'll laugh at that later. Right. I'm gonna come back and laugh at that later.
Neither of you can even front. I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, funny looking. See, it worked again.
Oh,
got him. Shit, man. That's why Jake's
worst thing ever is having you two teaming up.
Oh, you must hate it. Can't wait to do this for 2 hours. Anyways,
can I fist bump you this way, John? Look at this.
Yeah, ready? Oh.
No, other way.
Oh shit.
Oh, other way. Other way. There you go.
How'd you do that twice in a row?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, this looks wrong now. This looks
like oh God. Oh, don't do that. Oh, Jesus.
Mom.
This is really great for the audio listeners.
It's so good. So engaging.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Well, if you're not on YouTube, what are you doing? I have YouTube Premium, no ads. It's probably the best streaming.
John flexes that kindly once every single time I talk to him.
I only watch YouTube because I'm an iPad child, so it's worth it.
Hey, my mom didn't ever get me an iPad.
Yeah, no, I'm new age. That's the problem.
You were so spoiled. The last thing you needed was an iPad as well.
I remember when we got my stepfather an iPad. It was actually in like 2010. It was at the game that who's that Patriot who got a kick return and ran back like 70 yards? The offensive lineman guy. Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
I was at that game when it happened.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Yes.
I can't remember. Dan Connolly.
Yes.
Right? So Dan Connolly.
So. He was an offensive lineman, so you got that right.
Number 63 against the Packers. And that game, we went and bought my stepfather the original iPad. And he was up in the hotel room way up. And we had it. And we're like, look what we got you. We got in the iPad. And then we saw the Packers.
I can't believe they sold us at the stadium. That's crazy.
You went to, man, you lived a different existence than me. You guys went to a Pats game and then bought your stepdad an iPad in the same. That's a whole event.
First world.
That's a whole event for my family.
Right
if we
there.
purchased an iPad.
I was at home cracking open a can of SpaghettiOs.
Yeah. Right out of the can. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My Dell from like, I don't know, 2006.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, John, joined by my fellow dudes, my pals, my best friend Tyler, and our acquaintance Jake. And here we are again, fresh off the Tom Brady ceremony.
Yes.
Even though it was 2 weeks ago now, but
yeah,
I'd love to hear a little bit about it. If you guys have any, special moments that you would like to share with the crowd.
Special moments. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't very emotional for me. They didn't even mention my name one time.
So. Here's the thing. It's not about you. It was actually about the guy that was being honored, Tyler. No, Tom Brady.
Yeah. I was right up there with Tom. Yeah.
Did you shed any tears? Any? 1, 2?
Me?
Tyler? Yeah, you?
Oh, many.
No way.
No, for real. I was there with my dad. My dad and I had awesome tickets. We were down on the field. It was really cool and it was great. And it was like a celebration. It also kind of felt really sad and like final and almost like a funeral for the last 20 years of enjoying football with my dad. So that got pretty emotional.
Damn, that's
deep.
So
So
It's such
On that note,
fan thing to say, to be like,
you can still enjoy football with your dad.
It's the end of enjoying football.
That's the end of that really short 20-year run that we had, guys.
Brady and Belichick are gone.
That's the only
6 Super Bowls and appearing in the AFC or the championship more often than not.
8 years in a row. It actually was on Wikipedia, where it was like the AFC championship on Wikipedia, and it was like where a team goes to New England to play the Patriots. Someone edited that in there. Genius,
wow, that's incredible. But no, it was awesome.
I'm glad. It was really boring to watch the stream on a computer. I will say that.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
because I've already heard these stories about Tom Brady a million times, and I love Tom Brady, and I love the history and everything that led up to where he is now. It's just, it'll never happen again. But 3 hours of that, I will say, took its toll a little bit from home. But
somebody
did Super Bowl.
Somebody will unthrone Tom Brady, dude.
Who?
Never.
Okay.
Name it.
I just
Lamar
don't
Jackson,
think it'll happen.
Not a fucking chance.
I'm telling you, it'll happen.
Who?
I mean, Patrick Mahomes.
A cyborg maybe in like 2150.
Patrick Mahomes could do it. And I mean,
I thought we were friends, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's just end it here.
Just because I'm objective, not a hardcore New England fan, does not mean that
Jake, so many things have to go right. You know what I mean? Like, I realize
they've won 2 in a row career so far and been like, this isn't going right.
There's been a few games.
Well, no, but like, I don't know, man.
He's not superhuman. Have you seen his family? I mean, come on, dude. He can barely reproduce. I just don't think that he can win 7 Super Bowls.
Speaking of, can we get that fucking segment over?
We still have to get over the housekeeping here. Yeah, the show at Those Fantasy Dudes, TikTok, Instagram, X, email us thosefantasydudes@gmail.com. I actually forgot to do this last time, so I'm going to do it. But if you're watching on YouTube and you want to listen to us instead, you can do that on the various podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, CastBox, Reason, Radio Public, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Caster, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for Podcasters is our host platform.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
That was pretty clean.
That was good. I gotta give credit where credit's due. It was good.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't get that a lot, and I appreciate that. Especially
that's what I'm saying.
Make sure you subscribe over there. Hit that plus button in the upper right-hand corner on Apple Podcasts. And yeah, but if you're on YouTube, highly recommend subscribing. That way you never miss an episode. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment. Let us know if you hate it. We'll get rid of it. We'll stop paying to do this. And you can support the show with the link in our Instagram bio. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well,
money.
Good stuff. We need money. Everybody needs money.
Money.
You know who doesn't need money? That would be
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Yeah.
God, it's such a banger, dude. That's such a banger.
Yeah, I should be a music producer, don't you think, Jake?
No.
Yeah, you definitely made that whole loop by yourself.
That really.
I actually like. I was in GarageBand and I was like, chicka bam. You know.
The worst part is
that's how it works.
It's only downhill from the.
The intro is the best part, and then it's terrible, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like it only gets worse.
Should we listen to it again? It's been like more.
Yeah, hit it again. Hit it again.
No, fuck.
Editor, play it again. Editor. Right here.
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Jake has such a good poker. See, look at that smile. He loves it.
Deadpan is so good. Just the
update. Anyways, Brittany's been up to a lot. She's a busy gal. She's a popular gal, and she is the mother of 2 beautiful.
You just said that Patrick Mahomes can't procreate.
Well, we don't know if they can play football to the level that Tom Brady's child probably won't. But she has been up to a lot. Our girl Brittany, 1.9 million followers, by the way. She's climbed a fucking ladder since we started talking about this. She's in Portugal.
Yeah.
She's following my footsteps of a family
what?
vacation. She's in fucking Portugal right now. Look at that. I was just
Dude.
there.
I think
It's like
Brittany Mahomes might be stalking you, John.
Yeah, you know, I've always said,
Hate
I've gone
that
around a
bit.
limb and said, you know what, maybe it's the other way around, and it certainly feels that way.
Right,
Yeah.
because in reality, you are stalking her.
I went golfing, she goes golfing. They're on the ground, I'm on the ground. You know what I mean?
Is that me? Oh, that's me. That was me when I was in Portugal. Oh
That
my
does
god.
kinda look like
That's
Tyler.
crazy, dude. Tyler, that was
Yeah.
you, like,
It's
like,
for
couple
the
weeks
audio
ago.
listeners. It is a photo of Sterling Mahomes on the
A baby.
It's not
A
Sterling,
newborn
it's not
baby
Sterling.
on the beach.
right.
That's
That's bronze.
ridiculous.
It's bronze Mahomes on a beach in a diaper,
Yeah,
holding
that's
his
me.
and
foot,
that looks
dude.
like Tyler.
He's
Yeah.
not giving those dogs for free.
Got that
All right.
dog in me.
Splash zone.
Whoa. That's
All
not a
these people-
splash. He's sitting there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
All right,
uh,
this is terrible
settled
content
one.
for our audio listeners.
Oh yeah. Well, watch on
Yeah.
YouTube while you're driving. Put it
Look up.
under
Yeah.
the Speedo and look at it while you drive.
Who gets their
You wear
kids
a Speedo when you
Ray-Bans? I don't
drive?
care how old your kids are. They're gonna lose those.
Yes.
All right. They're also in Europe, so they can wear Speedos as much as they want. She's been up to other stuff. She has a paid partnership with PetSafe.
PetSafe.
The GPS
Why are
tracking
you doing
device.
ads for another? Why are you doing ads right now?
Me?
Yes.
I'm not. I'm just telling you the news about Brittany Mahomes. That's the segment. You know, she has her 2 dogs that have Instagram pages. I don't know how many followers they have, but a lot more than
Probably
us.
0. Probably negative.
Let's
We
check.
gotta find this out.
210,000.
Good lord.
Gone over this. I think this is one of our first videos that we put it on TikTok. It was about this, and I feel like this hasn't gone up that much, but I mean,
We'll have to reference
'cause-
it.
oh, they're not really that cute.
Those are adorable dogs. Just because she sucks doesn't mean we have to put down her dogs. Well, wait, not put down her dog.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa, whoa! What did you say?
I said we
Wait.
don't have
Jake exposed?
Wait a minute.
Put down her dogs.
You changed the
But I meant
tagline.
make
Jake wants
fun.
to put down Brittany Mahomes' dog.
That's not even what I said. I said we
Breaking
don't
news.
have to. You guys were putting down her
Biggest
dogs.
news of the offseason. Jake's
John was
dog
the one
killer.
making fun of her dog.
Okay, OJ, chill out, bro. I mean,
Jeez.
oh, Michael
Anti-Cesar
Vick.
Milano
I mean,
here.
You
I
didn't
mean,
hate
NFL
dogs.
player,
Alex,
chill out,
too.
bro.
They're up to some other stuff. She wore this dress to the
That's what.
to the
They're
ring
up to plenty of
ceremony.
stuff. She wore this this dress.
Please stop. Can we just move on?
What's this, like a
I want to talk
sundial?
about fantasy football so goddamn bad. And I have to get through this nightmare every time.
Oh, we already wait. Oh yeah, she's also doing some workouts.
That is such an
Um,
awkward thumbnail, dude. That makes me so uncomfortable.
I gotta reload the page because I've had it open for a week.
Yeah, we know.
It's another sponsorship because SI posted another picture of her because they don't want the world to forget.
Is she sponsored by Adidas too? Because Patrick
Probably.
is.
No, but
Are they
she's
both
self-made.
sponsored?
She's self-made. She did it herself. She did
Oh yeah,
everything.
self-made, no sponsorships. Yeah,
No, needed.
yeah. The people are clamoring for Brittany Mahomes. Has nothing to do.
Rings, of course, with Brittany.
Oh wow.
She had so much to do with it too. And I'm not gonna lie, like I know we shit on her a lot. I think she actually doesn't look terrible in these images. So that's oh
I
my god, what is
just
going on?
can't
She's
tell
like a crow's
you-
nest.
How much I don't care.
See, he drinks Coors Light. He's like us.
It looks like he got like spattered with liquid. Like his jacket's wet.
Yeah, they probably were, spraying champagne and stuff.
That's
as
probably like a
celebration.
$50,000 suit jacket.
Oh, it's actually part of the jacket. It's not even.
Yeah, that's what I'm
wet.
saying. Like
It's
it's all. It's supposed to be like that. Come on.
It's kind of weird. Wow. Yeah, from a distance, that really.
Who is that guy? Who's that other guy? This is good audio content. Who's that guy? Who is this?
I think this is one of the backup cute because she's one of her friends. He's been on the team for a while. I think he's in special teams or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's what Brittany's up to. Jake, any questions or?
No.
What is-
NFL news and injury updates.
quiz. What?
Yeah, time to talk about some NFL news. There's not a lot. And the news that we have here is pulled from 2 weeks ago because there's that much of a lack of news aside from
You didn't need to
sports that have
share
no
that.
relevancy.
A lot of
I don't know if-
contract signings. So
Yeah, why don't you take it away? I do have one news story that I'd love to touch on at some point tonight that it isn't. I mean, it could have been part of the Brittany Mahomes update, but we'll make it part of this instead.
yeah, let's dive into some contract updates. I would say probably the biggest one on this list is Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson signed the biggest contract for a non-QB in NFL history. 4 years, $140 million.
Not deserving.
That's bananas. I think it's very deserving. Come on, John. You got to
It's
give him
deserving,
credit.
but look who they have him to have to throw the ball to.
Yeah,
now.
but
Like,
the
Jesus
current
Christ.
QB1 is Sam Darnold. And that's is that from Kevin O'Connell? He said that.
He said that.
Yeah, he did say
The
that. I think
journeyman
it's
who
good
sees
speak.
ghosts on the field. That's who you want throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Oh boy.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you feel like spending $65 million a
Look.
year to be bad for 2 years, then yeah, you could have Sam Darnold be your quarterback.
I want to trash Sam Darnold as much as the next guy, but without Sam Darnold, I literally don't win the championship last year. So
how was
Yeah,
that?
we don't
you
care.
start him?
He supplied Brandon Ayuk.
Did he?
He did.
Did he? Wait, what?
Yeah.
He was in there for Purdy, and he supplied Brandon Ayuk. He gave Brandon Ayuk like everything for a quarter.
In
Because
week
the Niners
17?
had their seed locked up, I think, right?
It was I think it was week 17. Let me
Would
look.
have had to be. Wait, so they benched
It was
Purdy
either
and brought
week
in
16 or week 7. Yeah, because it was
brought in
actually it was against
Darnold?
Logan. So yeah, no, it was 100%. I'll pull up the game. But yeah, it was they benched Purdy.
that would have mean they benched Purdy, but not their star receiver. That's confusing to me.
I think Purdy had thrown a bunch of interceptions.
Oh my God, you're right. He
I
did.
think you're right.
He
Yeah.
played terribly. Yeah, I do remember.
Wow. Well, okay. That's a reason to praise the guy. I guess
Yeah.
you can thank
Brandon
Braxton
Ayuk- yeah,
Berrios
Brandon
and
Ayuk
Sam
put up-
Darnold for a championship.
Put up 24.
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that for some reason, but
No, that's a very good.
Because I got to pull somebody. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, we all really care about your championship still. Yeah,
Your fucking title in here is fantasy champions. Just shut up.
dynasty champion. Okay,
Ooh.
that's way more important.
Oh yeah, it was
Sorry.
week 17, dude. Sam Darnold went 16 for 26 for no touchdowns.
Yeah, that's
But
really
I
good.
really supplied
Hey,
him.
we
rushed
should
him a
sign
touch-
Justin
He scored
Jefferson.
17 and a
65
half,
million a year.
assholes.
Dude,
He's not going to be the starter. Like
there's no
I
way.
mean, Kevin O'Connell might be a better starter than Sam Darnold.
I-
I really like.
You are not that far off.
Yeah.
Look, I think I'm gonna be honest. I think you guys are giving Sam Darnold a bad rap, and I think that there are a lot of people that could not have succeeded on that Jets team.
I think Sam Darnold gave Sam Darnold a bad rap. I think
I
that's
don't
what happened.
disagree.
He's
that
bad
he
and always has been bad.
Made
I'm
bad
just-
like that. There's some bad things about him, sure, but he also was in a god awful situation.
Sure.
Sam Darnold
can't
or
be
Zach
ignored.
Wilson worse.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is a head scratcher. I get it. Justin Jefferson's great, but you got to figure that out. You got to figure something out, or else you're just wasting money.
I think
Um,
Devontae Adams has a better year with Gardner Minshew at QB than Justin Jefferson.
You are
does.
smoking crack. Devontae Adams is going to finish ahead of Justin Jefferson.
Water
I think
bet.
looking at the QB situation,
I'll
I think-
lock
Water
that
bet.
in.
Water bet. Water bet. Water bet. That's a really good
Lock
one.
If-
that in
if-
right now.
I'm saying if Gardner Minshew, well, no, because I think even Aiden O'Connell could supply him more than fucking Sam Darnold.
I will lock in Justin Jefferson over Devontae Adams right now.
I think you're going to win that one, John. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Okay, lock it in.
It's spicy. It's really spicy, but I kind of like that a lot.
Devontae Adams had nothing to lose, man.
Yeah.
Like go out
and
on,
so-
on the top.
What are you going to do? Run it with
Who
Zamir
has
White?
anything? What is that supposed to mean? Who has anything to lose as an NFL wide
Justin
receiver?
Jefferson got paid. He has no reason to have a fucking career year this year.
That
with
is
a
not how
shitty
NFL
quarterback on a
players
bad
are-
team.
Oh my god.
That is exactly how it works. Devontae Adams is playing to maybe get another 2-year contract extension, and then he was retiring.
No, shut the fuck up. Just
I'm
read
sorry if I look at the
next
NFL
news.
like a business because that's what it is, and you're just playing with your heart.
This is definitely a big time
Oh,
jersey
God.
selling contract with Justin Jefferson.
100%.
I will
it's always
say
been
that.
sales. It's a business.
That's pretty big, bro.
Motherfucker.
Yes, of course it is. I might buy a Justin Jefferson jersey if I get him again.
Exactly.
If I get him again in the as a random this
I'm gonna
year,
rig
I
it.
might pull the
I'm gonna rig it.
trigger.
Do I need to do a live one this year
Gross.
so you know I'm not cheating you?
Yes,
Because I promise I've never cheated it. 'Cause
I
the last
trust
2 years
you,
I did not
but
do it live.
you need to do it live anyway.
I'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Live. Okay.
The
Yeah.
Jaguars and quarterback Trevor Lawrence have agreed
Why'd you say
to
it
a
like that?
5-year, $275 million contract. $200 million of it is guaranteed. They signed fancy Daniel Jones. That's what they did.
What?
Didn't you trade him, Trevor Lawrence,
I
a
did.
while ago, like last year?
Did you call Trevor Lawrence fancy Daniel Jones?
He's flashy Daniel Jones. That's what he is.
No, Tyler.
Yep. Look at the stats,
No,
Jake.
he's
Tell me
not.
I'm wrong. Hey, let me get this pulled up.
One thing I'll say is he's the best QB in his class, but that's not saying a lot.
That's not saying anything because he's the only QB
Dude,
still
all
starting.
I need is the
Yeah,
fucking eye test for Daniel Jones versus Trevor Lawrence. I don't care about some of the stats. Trevor
You don't
Lawrence
care about
is
stats?
Pretty
You
bad
don't
for
care about
fantasy.
stats?
I said I don't care about some of the stats.
My brother.
Are you talking for fantasy or in general? If you're talking fantasy,
I'm talking about
We're
in
always talking
general.
about fantasy.
okay.
Oh.
and in
Well,
that's
fantasy.
what I got the
Last
sense.
year, Trevor Lawrence threw for 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions.
That's very mediocre.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones last year
Didn't play.
didn't play. The year before that, 3,200 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
So better, arguably.
I'm
in
just
terms
saying
of
his
How's that
game,
better?
interceptions,
It's
so.
800 less yards,
but
and
way
6
less interceptions.
touchdowns.
Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence
Gives
has
a
had
shit.
an
He's slinging it.
interception problem since he's been in the league. His
Okay.
rookie year, he was like Peyton Manning. He was awful and only turned the ball over. I was
Well,
at a
Peyton
game
Manning,
where I watched him
as we
throw
know,
4
Peyton
picks.
Manning never turned it around.
Yeah, well, Trevor Lawrence should be winning AFC Championship games by now if he's Peyton Manning.
Look, I'm not
I'm
saying that
pretty
he wasn't
close. I
somewhat of a
mean, he
disappointment, but to
has-
call him fucking fancy Daniel Jones,
He's fancy Daniel Jones. His game is the same. He looks the same on film.
he does
And
not look the same. You're
He
crazy.
totally does. I'm
Who
just
has a
telling you
better
right
year?
now,
Trevor Lawrence
Crazy.
or Daniel Jones?
it's a
What?
coin flip. If they're both healthy, that's
Are
a
you
coin flip.
smoking crack? I will.
I
Oh
don't
my
think
god,
Daniel
I'll
Jones
lock it
starts
in with
this year.
anybody.
I don't think he's gonna even start. So
Daniel
I-
Jones.
I'm just saying, locking up Trevor Lawrence for $200 million guaranteed is bananas. I get it.
Yeah,
Quarterbacks are a hot commodity, but that's crazy. Crazy town.
and he's their guy.
He's the guy.
I
So
guess
maybe that'll
Yeah.
work out. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson agreed to a 4-year extension for $36 million, including $17 million fully guaranteed.
that seems like a
it's a good
big
signing.
extension for him. I didn't think that they were gonna keep him. Like truly,
4-year,
I was
36 is pretty
Bill
good.
would
Yeah.
never, dude.
I'm yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Is Bill's gone.
Yeah.
Bill would have
Facts.
never
100%
done that,
right.
dude. Bill would have been like, kick rocks, figure it out somewhere else. We'll get somebody in the draft. And
We'll see you in 2 years, and I'll give you $5 million a year. Yeah.
It never would happen.
That it's crazy because I kept him last year, not by choice. I had him against Christian McCaffrey, and I got Ramondre Stevenson for like his 10th
You're
round
an
pick.
idiot.
But whatever. But
Yeah.
I would almost because Zeke is gone. They don't really have anybody else that I'd be worried that would take from Ramondre. So Ramondre could be a steal this year, honestly.
He could be undervalued for sure.
So I don't think I'm going to try to keep him, but he could definitely be a good value in the draft.
I definitely think he's going to be a value. I mean, look, somebody's got to catch some passes and do something on that offense. It's still an NFL team.
Yeah.
You know,
Barely,
not that
but
you want-
yeah.
you don't really want running backs on bad teams, but I mean, I don't know.
He's got to be going in like the 7th or 8th round.
No, he's going ahead of that. I think he's like a 4th or 5th
6th?
round guy.
No, no
4th
way.
or 5th
Yeah.
is
I say
that's
6th, end of the 6th. I mean, again, I haven't. You're the one. Have you done any mocks? Because
A handful of them.
yeah, let me see. I want to see where I draft.
running backs are a fucking wasteland too.
Oh,
I kind of forget until I look, and I'm like, yikes.
yeah.
64 days till our draft. Oh, I don't even have him. I must have traded him. I'm so good at doing that. I bet Jeff has him.
I got CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
How much is that going to hurt your bones when you got to let me lock him in?
I don't want to talk about it, man.
The worst. The worst thing you've ever done, John.
Got him in the 7th last year. Ramondre. CeeDee Lamb I got in the first or the second.
Ramondre went 7th
Yeah.
last year, so he should probably be the same, if lower, this year, I would think.
CeeDee Lamb put up.
He went
40
end of this. He went
points.
7-11 last year.
Yeah.
Harrison Butker 24 points. Oh,
Jake,
Alright,
I don't fucking care.
Jake
I don't
cranking
give
it
a
over
shit
his
about how you got
championship
lucky
team.
in the
I forgot I won
championship.
over the back of Harrison Butker on like New Year's Eve.
Gross.
Yeah. Terrible human being. Okay.
Christian
14
McCaffrey.
points from the Jets defense. All right.
Okay, nobody cares. Moving
Can you
on.
mute Jake?
Christian
Mute Jake.
McCaffrey. I probably should have led with this because this is probably the more important running back signing. CMC signed a 2-year extension with the 49ers. He's going to average $19 million a year, which makes him the league's highest paid running back. I guess
Shouldn't come as a surprise. Like that should be a guarantee, but with the NFL, it's never
the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL is making $65 million a year, and Christian McCaffrey makes $19 a year.
Yeah, that's the.
I
value of the
understand
position,
what
I
the
guess.
holdouts were about now because they're like, here, let me just destroy my body for the rest of my life for a quarter of what everybody else makes.
Yeah, he's
Look,
gonna have
all I'm saying
CTE at
is
the age of 40. Like, I mean,
Christian
it is what it
McCaffrey-
is.
Christian McCaffrey could be Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson could not be Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
you should pay
sure.
Christian McCaffrey more, in my opinion.
They
He's
should
more
make
valuable.
Christian McCaffrey a wide receiver.
He is
They
one.
should throw him some passes, dude.
He is.
I bet he'd be really good.
He'd probably be pretty good if they threw him some passes.
He might be pretty good if they threw him the ball. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
go ahead,
You thought
coach.
about doing this? Throw the running back the ball.
So,
That is crazy.
speaking
That-
of
that's the
Christian
lowest.
McCaffrey,
or that's the highest that he gets paid. That's fucking.
yeah, no, it's
unbelievable.
ridiculous.
19
Absolutely
I mean,
ridiculous.
Like I would take 200,000 to play running back in the
He's
NFL.
got CMC and Dynasty.
But 19
played-
million is kind of low for his talents.
No, not great. But speaking of Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson says that the new look offense in Atlanta is going to be, quote, run first, like how they use Christian down there in San Fran.
Oh, weird, because San Francisco
So-
is probably a little bit northwest of Atlanta, but still, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, down there.
Like, get your geography right, Bijan.
Get a fucking map, Bijan. Come on.
Make some mustard, you fucking weirdo. No, I love Bijan Robinson, and he's going to be Christian McCaffrey this year
Yeah, probably not.
because he said that, and beat reports are always right.
Yeah,
Obviously.
and Kirk Cousins throws the ball to all of his running backs, right?
That's why Dalvin Cook stayed and stuck around and got so many receptions. And
Yeah,
Wasn't
and he was
useless
like
last year.
super good, and they like didn't get rid of him.
Yeah.
He
He did not fall
You
off.
did
the
not
it's going to
top
repeat
of that.
itself, I think, in a good way, in an alternate universe. I
God.
think, yeah.
Oh man.
Bijan's
An
a good
off-season
guy.
report called or said rather the top Denver running back looks like Jaleel McLaughlin, which kind of means will Javonte Williams even make the team? Is he going to get cut? So in your guys' opinion, how far has Javonte Williams' dynasty value fallen? Where do you think he goes in redraft? Also, we talked about Ramondre at the 7th. I don't see him being very dissimilar.
I'd say late 8, early 9, maybe 10. I mean, honestly, he could drop. He could really drop if the
He could
reports
drop
continue
a
like
rock.
this. If he's not the clearing away starter, he's gonna plummet.
Yeah, I mean, backup
So-
running backs go undrafted and redraft most of the time, unless it's elite. Unless they're an elite backup option, like
Do you really want the
maybe
Denver
12th
backup
or
running back?
13th. Absolutely not. I want 0% of the Denver Broncos next year.
I want one. I
yeah,
want
kind of.
for the price
Is
you have to
Cortland
pay.
Sutton still there?
I don't
He
even
He's
know.
actually pretty
That's-
good for fantasy. He got a lot of touchdowns.
He's actually
last year,
pretty
but-
good for fantasy, John. I want you to go look at Cortland Sutton's.
I'd rather have
Well,
Tyler Boyd.
no,
than Cortland
I mean,
Sutton.
No, I would not rather have
Sutton-
Tyler Boyd, but
I would.
Cortland Sutton was
Wait, is he even on the
35. never
Bengals
mind.
still?
Yeah, they signed him, isn't
Who?
he?
Who?
Tyler Boyd.
Boyd? No, he's with the Titans now and ruined
Yeah.
Treylon Burks' fantasy.
Oh,
value instead
no.
of
Yeah,
special
Yeah,
teams.
that's what ruined Treylon Burks' fantasy is Tyler
I would
Boyd
still-
signing.
I would
Tyler
still rather
Boyd
have
and
Tyler
fucking
Boyd.
asthma.
That's gonna really hurt your bones when Tyler Boyd signing is what crushes your
I'm gonna
guy.
be trading Tyler Boyd to John like week 4.
You should start
Weren't
sending
you gonna
offers
do one
now.
for one or something? What was your Tyler Boyd for one trade that you're trying to get me to do like fucking 1 year ago. I don't remember
Oh
what it was.
man,
I
I
sent
don't
an
even
offer-
I was like,
remember.
get the hell out of here, Tyler.
Dude,
I
I sent
probably
an
should've
offer to
taken it.
Logan this past week, straight up. Daniel Jones, and I wanted him for a 2027 third.
Stop
I
trying to
would've
dish your
negotiated up.
shitty thirds, dude.
I would have negotiated
What?
up and like done something more, but he sent me back this massive deal where like I lose like several players just to get like Daniel Jones and Amari Cooper. And I was like, Logan,
Oh,
Jake, can I
man.
put you on blast a little bit? It's not really on blast. It's just like I know we're bored in the off season, but this is what you sent me.
oh man, we can
this
totally
was
talk about
a
my
funny one,
shit
dude.
trades I sent you.
This is what Jake sent me like
What I
yesterday.
sent you.
Like I don't even know who the fuck these people are. He sent me fucking 99-cent version of Patrick Mahomes, Eric
Spencer Rattler.
You know
for
who's Ben's
Baker Mayfield.
brother?
What the fuck? Like, were
He's
you?
terrible.
What were you smoking here, man? I don't
You
know.
couldn't pay
Sending
me to
stuff up.
roster those guys.
Yeah,
That's
just
not
you
true.
could drop all three of these, including your pick, and I wouldn't want it.
I kind of like
Bad.
Baker Mayfield too. I think he's going to be pretty decent.
I've had like
Whoa,
3
let's
people
let's
give
not
me
play
offers
down
for him in the
Eric
offseason.
All.
Eric
The fuck?
All.
You don't know shit. He's never played a snap. Like
What do you mean?
this guy's wearing a
I understand
suit.
He's
in
never
the
played a
first
snap.
picture.
He's picked 115 overall on a team that their tight end one is currently Mike Gesicki, and they're a young team. I'm happy
Mike
to sign
Gesicki
on.
is a baller, dude. He's a really good tight end.
Yeah, he can do the Yankee Doodle dandy down the field.
Clearly
Yankee
good
Doodle
enough for
dandy.
the other teams he's been on to keep him.
They
You see
haven't
my
needed
message
him. The
after Jake
situations.
sent this.
What?
My message
Bro,
after Jake. He's the QB4 on his own team. He is. Look at the depth chart.
Yikes.
He's behind Brandon Peterman or Nathan Peterman and Taysom
Oh.
Hill and Derek Carr. He's the
Oh,
QB4.
Lord.
He's not even going to make the roster.
Yikes.
He'll make the roster. They drafted him.
Yeah, he'll have to play tight end on the Saints.
That means that they always sign them. You're right.
At 150? Yeah, usually they
No,
do
it does
keep
not.
their-
Yeah, no.
Yes.
What else we got, Tyler?
Darren Waller retired. So good job, Logan. Can we pull that trade up again real quick? That
Yeah,
just
hold
hurts
on.
my fucking bones, dude.
Yeah,
Still.
let's see how this one fucking.
I'm never gonna
Actually,
forget that.
I want
Except I did a little bit.
to. I want to put it into keep trade cut and see how it looks now.
Oh my god, it's
Give it another 6 months. Once Raheem Mostert
I'll be
falls off
so
entirely,
upset. I'll be so
Entirely.
Retirement
upset.
official. He's great. He's
Dude.
great. Shit. History. Keenan. All right. You guys go ahead and talk about.
Keenan Allen might age
hold
well
on.
depending on how Caleb Williams uses him, but I see
Oh.
that situation being more Rome Odunze.
So we need the full picture though for audio listeners. We need to revisit the actual trade. You got it there, John?
So yeah, I got the trade. It was so Logan acquired Keenan Allen, Darren Waller, and Raheem Mostert, and he gave away Jalen Waddle, a 2024 third-round pick, and a 2026 second-round pick.
Yikes,
Damn, I
man.
forgot I got picks with that too.
You got picks. You got Jalen
Dude.
Waddle and you got Jalen Waddle plus
Yeah.
for Keenan Allen, Darren Waller.
There's always a way to get extra out of Logan. Like, I'm sorry, but there is.
Ridiculous, man.
That's crazy.
Criminal.
I
A
man,
31-year-old running back that's beat to death. Keenan Allen, who's 32,
I would
and
say
Darren
Raheem
Waller, who's
Mostert.
retired.
I wouldn't say Raheem Mostert.
Raheem
beat
Mostert
that,
might be the
but
only 31-year-old running back I'd ever roster, just for what
Yeah.
it's worth.
him and
Yeah,
Cordero Patterson.
Man,
I wouldn't roster him.
Jalen
anymore.
Waddle, 25. Tyreek Hill eventually going to retire here, and he's going to be the guy with Tua and the stack, and second and a third.
Disgusting. So yeah, Darren Waller's gonna be off making shitty music videos. That's what he's gonna be doing.
I just want to see what
lamenting
this
for
looks like
his
on Keep Trade Cut real quick. 'cause it's
WNBA girlfriend.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Third. What did the 2024 third round pick turn into? I wonder, because that's gone now. I don't know. Either way,
Oh, I got Troy Franklin.
Troy Franklin. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Look, when you're saying
This
you don't want
too.
any part of the Broncos, that's the part of the Broncos I want.
That's about the only that's the only piece in there.
Reunited.
Yeah,
with
that
Bo
might be
Nix.
kind of fire, dude. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm gassed up about it. The ceiling is very, very high. The floor is very low.
Yeah,
this is-
I don't know if
this
the ceiling's very high. I would say the ceiling is
They broke records in college. Shut the fuck up. I need this.
That doesn't mean anything.
okay. Have fun in college, not in the fucking NFL. Like
I'm telling
College
you.
Means
teams where they
nothing.
play a bunch of
They've got-
rejects from schools that just
this
wanna
is
be
egregious.
televised.
Can you
They've
please
got
tell
a
us
bunch of
what-
opportunity.
Can you
Oh,
please tell
Christ.
what we're looking at on the screen here?
Damn, it wants the left
so-
side to add Drake London,
Jonathan Taylor.
or Jonathan Taylor, or Romo Dunze, or the 104 from this last season to even this out.
Darren Waller's value
Wow.
has gone down to tight end 81.
He's
And
worth 150. Wow.
159. Yeah, I mean
He's
this
worth
is clearing
pennies.
away one of the worst trades that's
Nothing. I
ever
mean-
happened in our league. So, again, Darren Waller, Keenan Allen, Raheem Mostert in return for Jalen Waddle, a second, and Troy Franklin.
I might have finally burned Logan to the point that he won't do a deal with me unless it like handedly helps him very clearly.
It's just because you're the three of us are the most vocal. We're the most like in it to win it and always trying to make deals and shit. And eventually they're gonna say yes.
Yeah, you wear
Eventually
somebody
they
down
will.
quick enough.
Because
or
of the
far enough.
implication.
We've all hurt each other though. Jake's hurt Tyler. I don't know if I've
Jake
hurt
is
Jake.
fucking. Jake is
You
like
guys have both
curb
fucked
stomped
me.
my teeth into some.
I heard
concrete.
Tyler so good right from the beginning that he literally had a vengeance.
Dagger
He was like,
in my
I have
heart.
To win. I have to
Yeah.
win. I can't.
Speaking of,
I
It
there's
drove me to
nothing-
excellence.
It was it was literally like I'll have to win or die. Like there's no.
there's no in
But
between.
you, I mean, the fucking fleece job on Dane for getting
Oh my God.
CeeDee Lamb and
It was only
offered
right.
that.
It was
Dane
only right.
offered that trade
it was
to him.
karma. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life is Dane offering him CeeDee Lamb. At the time, it was Kenneth Walker, like right after the draft.
Right after the draft, he
Jesus,
went 102 and
Yeah,
something
for
else
Amari
for
Cooper
like
and
Amari
James
Cooper,
Conner,
James
like
Conner.
some
Yeah,
Piss shit
Yeah.
crap.
it was good.
James
Um,
Conner is pretty good for one.
Dude, James Conner, I
That's
got
fair,
for a
that's
third
fair.
round pick, and then oh god, what's his face went down, and James Conner like exploded again in value, and he was like a viable
Kendrick
RB.
fucking Drake or Kenneth
Yeah. Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good stuff.
Wow, there's a name. Oh, man, Kenyon Drake won me weeks.
The only
Yeah,
thing
he's
he
a
was ever
great-
good
great
for
player.
was the Miami Miracle because that clip is still on in commercials and
They use it
the
for
only thing that
promos
Miami
and
has.
shit. Yeah.
Wait, what is the
Super
Miami
annoying.
Miracle? What is that?
Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk has been taking contract negotiations, quote, personal,
Oh,
and is
right, okay.
unhappy with the current offers from San Francisco. Ayuk is the one who requested a meeting and is comfortable playing elsewhere if the 49ers are willing to trade him.
What do you guys
How do you
think
feel
are
about that,
potential landing spots for him? Because if you guys have watched other episodes, I did trade Brandon Ayuk to Jake in return. I think I gave him a pick as well, but I got Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins, and Mike
I
Gesicki.
mean,
You know
Dude,
how I feel about
honest
that
to
trade,
God.
John.
I know how you feel, but
I
you know,
I don't want him anywhere else.
right.
like,
So
He's not that
if he
valuable
gets
anywhere
traded, I think the most
No,
likely
I
place is
think there's
Washington.
There's places he is more valuable, but none that are realistic that he gets traded to. I don't want him in Washington. Why the fuck? Like,
No, I think that's a realistic
then he
place
just-
that he could go.
I know.
but-
I agree with you. That's what
Washington,
that's what the reporters are
Tennessee,
saying.
even.
Tennessee's a
Um,
fucking nightmare. I don't want that. Like, none of the.
I would love if he got traded because just because you would not get the value you thought you were going to get.
John,
and that
I
would
still want. I
and
would
also
still win that
Debo
trade. Just so,
skyrockets for me.
just so you know, I'd still win that trade if he got traded to the fucking college team.
Well, that's not true because you'd have nothing. But okay.
That's
That's
kind
a
of
really-
true.
What?
I trade.
He doesn't get you fantasy points if he plays for Clemson.
We're being facetious, John. It's a joke.
That's a dumb joke. It's dumb wrong.
You're dumb. You don't know
Um,
comedy.
Do you know how disgusting it would be
Whatever.
if Brandon Ayuk went to Buffalo?
Oh my god,
That would be
John-
disgusting.
John
He
would be
wouldn't
at
know how to
home
play. It's
putting
too cold
fucking
over there.
holes in the wall.
I don't think
That
he's
would be
good.
disgusting.
You don't think that'd be that good, John? What?
I think they're still going to throw
he could
it
go to
to
fucking
like,
Kansas City
fucking,
at this rate.
Isaiah
could.
McKenzie.
Oh god, I wouldn't like Kansas City.
No, they
You
have
wouldn't
Hollywood
like
Brown.
that?
That would make
That
me
would
want to kill
be-
myself. if
Dude,
That would be
Hollywood
hot.
Brown.
Rushy Rice, Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce.
Rashi Rice is not
nothing.
playing.
No, he's
Yes,
going to
he is.
jail. No, he's not. He's going to get suspended for sure.
He's getting suspended for at least
like
a few
4
games. He's gonna
Okay,
come back. He's gonna suck. It's a tale
It's
as old as
Hollywood
time.
Brown season, dude. It's Hollywood Brown season for sure.
It's
Do
still
both of
just
you
Travis
like
Kelce
have
season, man.
stocks in Hollywood Brown? Like, what's going
No,
on here?
I don't care. I'm
I
just
traded
telling
George
you.
Pickens
I'm
for
not.
him.
Rashi Rice.
Every year, people are like, "This is it. This is Patrick
You
Mahomes."
love Hollywood
Tyreek
Brown,
Hill."
motherfucker.
I
You
do
love
like Hollywood
him.
Brown, but I don't like Kansas City wide receivers as long as Travis Kelce is on the team.
And he
You're
said,
not-
"I'll take a contract extension. I'll play another 3 years. I'll play till the wheels fall off." He literally said that this offseason.
I love that. I love that for him. I hate the Kansas City Chiefs, and I hate Patrick Mahomes and all of them, but love that for him.
Oh, okay, good. We're friends again.
Yeah.
Speaking our language.
I don't love that.
So let's wrap this up here. So last but not least, according to Titans head coach Brian Callahan, who that is news to me, Brian Callahan, that you're the head coach of the Titans. Don't know who you are. Sorry.
Crazy they got rid of Rabel. Really.
Absolutely batshit insane that happened.
Yeah,
I completely
bad
agree.
move,
That is
man.
some of the
There has
worst
to be
ownership
something-
in the NFL.
There has to be something we don't know, like there has to be something that's not public knowledge. Like he had some sort of regular disagreements with ownership or something.
It's got
Because he was doing good. And like,
Well, they chalked it up to like he had inappropriate behavior for his Patriots Hall of Fame ceremony or something. Like he
Fuck
was acting
off.
like he might coach the Patriots, and so they're all like, "Oh, he's not a Titan. He doesn't care about the team." Like that's the reporting that came out. I don't. Who knows if that's actually true, but
he'll get another job, I feel.
he should.
He's got a Pats job just in the somewhere. He's doing something for the Patriots this year.
Oh, maybe he is. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure. But
But at any rate, so Brian Callahan, new coach, said Treylon Burks is going to have to be a contributor on special teams to justify a game day roster spot.
This is my favorite quote from this
coaching
guy.
and
It's
personnel
crazy.
consultant, by the way, for the Browns is what he's doing. Not the
Oh,
Patriots.
okay, fair enough.
How the mighty have fallen.
Callahan went on to say everybody who isn't a starter needs to do that, needs to contribute on special teams. Guys like Burks should be a great impact on special teams. It's hard to fathom how somebody could be so dumb as to sell Tyler Lockett after a down year and draft what I would consider the worst receiver in the draft before guys like Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Even Romeo Doubs would have been a better draft pick. End quote. He went on to add that he thinks John is a dumb little bitch boy, and he wishes him the best in future endeavors.
Wait,
What
hold
the
on. I need you to
fuck?
run that quote back.
He
in.
said
Who
that,
said
dude?
that?
That's a crazy thing to say.
Who said that?
Titans head coach Brian Callahan.
How did he know about our draft? That's so weird. that
He
would
finished
say
the
that.
interview by
Brian
saying
Callahan?
the well-known phrase known throughout the Dynasty community, anyone but Jake. So I don't know what that means, but
I wish I got 2 championships before it started being anyone but Jake.
You did.
I wish
you
you let
fucking
me
you
win
fucking wish. You're welcome.
Like
You're
playing
welcome,
board games
everyone.
with Allie, dude. Oh my god, the other day Kenny
I
comes
love
over.
playing board games with Jake and Allie because
Yeah,
Jake
Kenny
never
comes
wins.
over, and we're all hanging out, having some drinks, and Kenny's like, "Hey, let's play a board game." For the listeners that don't know, Kenny is one of our favorite friends. Very unassuming, very kind, gentle soul.
Cool guy.
That I met at a job, and he's younger than me, and we're just great friends. So he comes over. I haven't seen him in a while, and he's like, "Let's play a board game." And I'm like, "Yeah, go to the shelf and just pick whatever you want." And he's like, "All right, we play I'm the boss."
So far.
And I was like,
boy.
Oh my god.
"Yes, we can play I'm the boss, Kenny." And for those of you that are unaware of I'm the boss, which is everyone except for these two and maybe like 3 of the listeners right now, I'm the boss is basically a trade-based game where you have representatives that you need to finish deals with, and each person can represent like any of those numbers, and you need to negotiate with other players. That's the basis of it. You need to negotiate with other players. It's a very hard game to find, just for what it's worth.
So here's all the rules, but this is how it goes. You can just read
Yep.
it if you're on YouTube. But
Yeah,
while Jake explains his
that might
scenario.
actually not be the right game.
No, this is it right here, but this is the board.
It's
I
a
know
different
that.
version, but yeah, that's the older version. That's a second-hand version.
Yeah. But basically
Okay,
it
this is not
starts
the original.
arguments.
This is not Gen
So
1.
it's basically, it's a game of arguing. And if you play it with 3 people, it's a fairly, like, you can get through the game fairly quickly. But if you play it with 6 people, sometimes it can take like 2+ hours because you're just fighting with people and fucking each other over. And it's a ton of fun. I love it. But the bottom line of it is
That's
that
not it.
Allie hates that game because she does not like yelling.
because you
and she
take it so
doesn't like
fucking
arguing.
seriously.
And also, she doesn't like me winning. And guess what? I'm really good at yelling and arguing and negotiating. So
Mhm.
he picked that up, and then I think it was about the 4th or 5th deal that they started teaming up on me.
Yeah, as they should.
No, they
Nice.
shouldn't.
It's a game where you can make alliances and take out the guy whose favorite game this is, and he likes to take advantage of
Oh
people.
no!
Instead, oh my God forbid somebody make a strategy to beat you at
got to
something.
team up
Wow,
against
that's never
the
happened.
guy who's good at the game because you can't do it on your own.
You can do it on your own. You're meant to make deals
You
with other
can't do it
people,
on
so
your
they
own.
made deals with not you.
No. You can't do it on your own. I can do it on my own.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I love you though.
Well, I'll see you pretty soon. Maybe we'll play some one-on-one. I'm the boss.
Is that even allowed?
No,
No, you
doesn't
can't
work.
do that.
It's
1v1
stupid as hell.
street rules. I'm the boss.
It's like playing. It's like
Us
playing with the
punching
computer.
each other outside my apartment.
We just
You
take
guys
the board
shooting
game and hit
dice
each
in the
other with it.
alleyway. Yeah.
Yeah. We played a really
Yeah.
good game. Every time we play it with a big group, we should really get a big group together to play. Every time we play with a big group, something fun comes out of it. Like the last time we played with my hometown guys, some of whom I'm sure are listening. There's this one point where Troy, who's in our dynasty league, had no stakes, had no cards to play, and he's like, I just want $2 million. But one of the guys was so into the deal that he was like, all right, so we're gonna give Troy $2 million, and then this is how we're gonna split it. Like he just said, like,
Why would you
such
give him if he's not even in
conversation.
the deal? Why does he get money?
because he had threatened, and the guy just was like certain he had a card. We had nothing. There was no, and he was like, and at one point he's standing there, he's like, just $2 million. He had his fingers up, like, I want $2 million.
Smart. I respect
Very good.
the hustle, man. I respect the
Yeah.
hustle.
Well,
Sometimes
that's
you got to
enough on the
bluff.
boss news.
You got to bluff.
Yeah.
It's like in fantasy football. You're gonna be like, hey, I got Treylon Burks. He's gonna be really good.
No, I'm telling the truth. I would never lie to
so
somebody
hard
about
to
that.
get Treylon Burks off John and Kyle Pitts.
I'm glad I never
Yeah.
gave you Kyle Pitts because I got Sam Laporte out of it. So, hopefully that
That
works
might
out.
work.
I think it will.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah. Any other big news, Tyler, other than the Hallmark movie about the Kansas City Chiefs that we should talk about?
Hallmark movie about Brittany Mahomes. Demario Douglas was, quote, by far the Patriots' best and most explosive playmaker in practice, per The Athletic. That's not saying much. Sorry.
No, it's not.
It's not really saying a whole lot. Who else is on that team? Who's another wide receiver on the Patriots right now that's not Juju Smith-Schuster?
He's not
Pop
even on the
Douglas. Pop
Well,
Douglas.
there's the rookies who I've heard are, we got Polk and we got Javon Baker. I've heard Baker is one of the most underrated guys in the entire draft, if not maybe the best receiver in the draft.
I fucking hate that we have just a league full of Patriots guys. I wanted to pick up Pop Douglas, wide receiver 64 on the season last year, rostered.
Yeah, rostered.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Dude, freaking Sterling is rostering like 3 retired Patriots. Like, I mean, there's no avoiding it.
Yeah.
He's got like Jonnu Smith and Damian Harris, and
He's probably
got
rostering Mac
Drew
Jones
Bledsoe on his
still.
team.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Hernandez.
He is literally rostering Mac Jones and Sam
Yeah,
Darnold.
I had a feeling. Yep.
It's
So,
crazy. He's got a
there it is.
crazy quarterback room because it's Sam Darnold, Mac Jones, and Patrick Mahomes.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Absolute
nightmare.
Actually, you know what?
Wow.
Mac Jones and Sam Darnold will probably be kind of a tight blunt rotation. It's really just
Mac Jones seems pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie.
Sam Darnold, I bet.
I think he's having the time of his life in Jacksonville. I'll say that.
Yeah, isn't he from Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hometown.
so like that's cool as
Duval,
hell.
yeah.
And he's riding the bench, just chilling, making money.
And
I don't know.
Should I wear my
Could be worse.
when I go to London and see the Patriots play Jacksonville? Should I wear my Mac Jones jersey and try to like call him out in the stands?
Yes.
Be
Like, Mac, I love
Mac,
you.
I came here for you.
We did you wrong,
I'm
Mac. I'm
only here for you.
sorry.
Mac, please let me kiss
Do
you.
the gritty, please.
Do the gritty one more time, please.
He would.
He's a
He would
Yankee Doodle
definitely do it.
dandy.
He would do it if I asked
Yeah,
him
he
to. Drunk ass John off a 14-hour flight.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe you're going to London for your first time, and you're going to be there for how many hours?
I'll be there for like 6 days.
Oh, you're going for 6
Oh,
days.
okay, right on.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
flying
I
in
thought
the
you were going
morning
for,
of
like,
the
4
game, and
days.
then I'm staying for like 4 days after.
You
that,
have
4
to
or
go to
5
a
days.
soccer game, John. You have to.
I'll try. Trust me. I'll try.
You have to go. It's the atmosphere. I just see it on TV, dude. Looks electric. I'm sorry, but American sports got nothing on that yet. We're working on it, but
Man,
the
they
next best
crushed a
thing would
bunch
be
of people
seeing
to
Taylor
death.
Swift in concert, which is what I'm doing the night before my flight to London.
another Taylor Swift concert. Is that what you just said?
Just don't
my
engage him. Come on.
no, so my
I'm
ticket
just fascinated.
is
God damn.
reselling for $5,000
No, it's not.
on. Yes, it is on StubHub. Look it up.
I believe it. I wholeheartedly
Is
believe
that
that.
what somebody listed it for, or are they really selling?
Yeah, it's all resale. So yeah, somebody listed it, but that's
Why wouldn't you list that for $5,000? You're just an
because I
idiot.
would lose a friendship. So Anyways,
Okay.
is our friendship worth $5,000?
Conversation. John, if you
Would
had
you
the
sell
Dynasty
my
download
friendship
with the Dynasty
for
download
$5,000?
soundbite,
if,
hit it.
if you had
Editor, hit the soundbite.
if you had the fucking opportunity to sell tickets to a show we were going to for $5,000 and then treat me to $1,000 night out instead, and you didn't do that, I'd punch you in the fucking teeth.
What if you were like the biggest fan and we planned this a year in advance and there's nothing you wanted more than to go with this show with me?
I want to be done with this conversation because I don't want to say something that shouldn't be on pod, but I think that's stupid.
I was trying to build a scenario for you where you'd be like, okay, the resale value outweighs our friendship.
Okay.
Anyways,
I would say you're welcome to come down here and go to the show. I'm going to make a smart financial decision for myself and not go to this show.
Damn, that's cold. I know where we stand,
See?
Jake.
I know where we stand, Jake.
I would be no, because I'm fine being the other person in that situation. I would be upset if I found out that you sacrificed $5,000 to go to this.
I'd also sacrifice off podcast. We'll talk about it afterwards. There's another thing I'm sacrificing.
Sorry, listeners. Sorry, listeners. Really important.
Sorry,
there's a lot to this. This is deeper.
There's a whole other end of the story that I'm glad to talk about off pod. But anyways, any more news, or can we get into the fantasy fight?
No Dynasty download.
Am I running this fight or am I in it? I can't remember.
You're in it. You're in it, motherfucker.
Oh Lord.
That's right.
Not any other news that I can think of.
Ropes.
Stalling for time.
He's doing research.
How was your weekend? NFL news.
Nope. Well, the other news
right
is
into
this.
the fantasy fight. Hit the first question.
The other news here. The Chiefs Hallmark team to produce Christmas movie Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
What?
So at first I thought this was going to be about Travis and Taylor. It's not. Unfortunately, it's just like a regular Hallmark movie that takes place.
Some couple in Missouri and their
Why is it a picture of Rasheed Rice on this article? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, top 10 Chiefs plays. Okay, it's unrelated. Anyways,
I hope there's a scene where they go to a Golden Corral and Andy Reid is in there just housing it.
Yo, if there's no cameos from any Chiefs that are like reputable, what if Brittany Mahomes is in it? And Jackson, they won't be accurate if they're not.
They're gonna put
a Chiefs love story. God, just fucking shoot me in the fucking face. Anyways, if you want to watch that, they're starting filming in July and like very soon, and some of it's going to be at Arrowhead. The entire movie is going to be shot in Kansas City, so I can't imagine something worse than being a part of that. Anyways,
yeah, if you want to watch that, it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Are they going to shoot at the bar where Jackson Mahomes allegedly assaulted someone?
It's below the wreckage of the Titan. That's where it is.
Yep, it's right there, right next to it.
We're back more than a year ago now.
Are they going to shoot the Kansas City Current Stadium?
There's very little landmarks in Kansas City, so I feel like
for
that's
a very
one of
low
the
amount of
only
money
places
they
you
could
can
be
go.
there.
It's next to the barbecue joint right there.
Honestly,
you could probably shoot there for negative money.
We really should go to Kansas City and hit a Kansas City Current.
I would love that.
Shouldn't. I don't want to spend my money that I have to work for to go do that. That sounds terrible.
Tyler, I spent $500 on Pokemon cards,
but I have to spend about half an hour's worth of work to get a Kansas City Current ticket, so I'm fine with that.
Some of us are struggling out here.
Look, Tyler, I'll do you the I'll cover your Kansas City Current.
All right. God bless. All right, maybe I'll think about it now.
Charity. Come on.
I feel bad.
I would rather have a Whopper meal.
We're not making fun of women's sports. We're making fun of Brittany Mahomes.
Yes, let's be.
That's the important fact. Like,
yes.
Wow, God forbid she be a spokesperson for women's sports. The only female soccer stadium, actually professional sports stadium in existence.
Is that true? Are you just pulling that out of your ass?
No, that's what we talked about, and it was like
built for female sports. The only stadium in the world that is only for them.
All right, I take it back. That's really awesome. Like, that is genuinely very cool. Fuck.
Shit.
Why does it have to be her?
I didn't think that Jake, of all people, would be the person to get canceled in the show. We mentioned.
Look, I'm not getting canceled. I hate Brittany Mahomes. I think women's sports are awesome. I hate Brittany Mahomes. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Jake's you did ignorant. This to me. I was so indifferent.
Okay.
I was so indifferent to her until you made it a problem.
Yeah. You never would have had a second thought about her. Now you think about her every day. You wake up, you're like, God, what you
Not
up
every
to?
day.
What you up to
Only when
today?"
we record. It's most days during the season, but
Who would have thought Brittany Mahomes would span segments today?
I feel
Anyways,
sad
are
right
you
now.
guys ready? Because we got quite the fight. We got some fun questions. We're gonna have some palate cleansers here. It's not gonna be like, fisticuffs right away. It's gonna be a good time.
As long as there's
Um,
Fortnite.
I don't
involved.
believe you.
there's definitely Fortnite involved.
Fuckable
Yes.
Actually, I'm
Fortnite
not sure if
skins.
there is or not. I can't remember.
Fuck.
But we do have some really fun
Shit.
questions. So let's do. Where's the fucking drop? Hold on.
That's a you. I don't know.
It's good.
Hold on.
Good
Where
production.
the fuck
Editor,
is the
please hit the drop.
fucking drop. We can't find the drop.
Editor,
Fantasy.
can you please hit the drop for John, please? Can you please hit it?
The drop's not here. Wait a minute.
Fantasy
Oh, here it is.
fights.
Fantasy fights.
I was far off.
It's pretty good. Fantasy fights, everybody.
You mean he says the words of the segment? Yeah, that's a good guess.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Really good job. Really thinking outside the box for that intro.
Oh,
Whatever. You couldn't even find the goddamn intro. Why don't you shut your mouth?
It was
now?
scrolled too far down. You
Please,
wouldn't even know
Tyler.
where to begin if you were doing my job, Jake. You fucking
I
idiot.
actually have no idea. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can even turn on your computer. Okay.
It's
This
true.
is the segment where two dudes will face off against one another in a battle where the goal is to
Whoa.
form the most enticing argument. That is the goal. You
Enticing.
do not have to be right, but you have to convince me you're right. Each round, dudes will be given a prompt from the unbiased moderator, John. I'm also the commish, so I have to be unbiased all the time. 1 minute opening statement. No
Who's
comments
stroking
about
yourself
the
for
other
being
opponent's
unbiased?
choice. 30-second rebuttal and a 30-second closing statement. First dude to 3 points will win the fight.
heck yeah.
It's going to be one for the ages. I know that we have kind of not put out a show in over a month, and I feel bad, so I figured we make this one a little bit extra.
Bonus.
Something to get you through until mid-July when we have another episode. So
John's also going to start putting out TikTok dance videos.
I am. Every week I'm going to learn a new dance, and it'll show the progression of me learning the dance, and it'll be like split screen with Charlie D'Amelio of her doing it.
Can you do the
perfect, and then
Renegade
me,
yet?
like, struggling. It's like that one's kind of hard because it's like a lot of hand movements.
Yeah, it's easy to learn.
I can do like the didn't.
If you're really dedicated like me, John, you would have had it by now. So
Yeah, that's why you have a house
Figure
like
it out.
that. You have a stone fireplace.
that's
and a
why
grand
I'm so
piano.
successful like this. I don't even know how to play the piano. I just wanted to. I wanted to
You
look.
Yeah,
should-
you can't
John,
afford a
you
Kansas
should
City
really
current
start-
ticket. You need us to give you charity, motherfucker.
Listen, man.
It's because he spent all his money on the piano. That's why he can't afford Kansas City.
Don't
current.
look.
Yeah,
really play piano,
is that a I'm trying to think of a piano brand.
Are you a pianist?
Is that a
Are you
Steinway?
Adrian Brody?
Are you
right
asking
now?
if that's a Steinway right now? Custom built? Yeah,
No, I'm
maybe.
thinking-
Pianist?
I used to know piano brands. I could probably name 2 at one point in my life.
I said
Tyler knows how
Steinway,
to
and now it
tickle the
doesn't.
ivory.
Am I stupid?
Yamaha.
Steinway,
makes-
yeah.
Yamaha's a good one.
Yeah, it's an 1893 Steinway Victorian D. So
That's not what that is.
Why don't you get rid of your virtual background and show your actual situation?
I can't do
yeah,
that.
yeah. Let me just turn off my virtual background.
No, the FBI would show up at Jake's house if he did that.
Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, I had my virtual lighting on. Yeah, you
The
got me.
FBI actually loves really
It's actually really
scary
dumb.
alt-right podcasts, so I think I'd be fine.
Nobody's listening.
Yeah, we're
to
good.
this.
We're good.
Okay. Would you like to hear your first question?
Yeah.
Your
Let's
first
get it.
question, and to give your answers, just shout them out. I think it's more fun that way. So whoever says it first, you get it. The other person had to think of something else. God forbid you think of the same answer. I think that's very rarely that would happen, but we'll deal with it if we cross that bridge.
Okay.
Anyways, your prompt is pick a snack or beverage not typically sold at a football game and tell me why it would be a bestseller. We all love food here. Big snackers. I used to watch Jake eat a whole pizza in one sitting. We used to have to make 2
true.
because Jake needed 1. And then, by the way,
Yeah.
Jake lost like 100 pounds since then. He looks
I
fucking
did-
incredible. He's a very
Yeah, I've
fit
lost
guy
like
now.
75 since then, but yeah,
He could probably bench a Pinto.
not true. Pintos are like 2,000 pounds.
And maybe he could squat it. Maybe he could at least push it a few feet down the road. I think he could do that if it was in neutral. You know, Tyler's thinking hard. He's like, I had Burger King today. Maybe
I mean,
Burger
this
King.
is a genuinely tough question. There's a lot of
Zero.
there's a lot of angles you can hit that with.
There are a lot of
And also,
angles.
like, who is to determine what foods count as typically sold? Because like, there's a lot of variation.
So, like, I mean, yeah, it depends on where you
Typical.
are. Like, there's a lot of places that are geographically based. Like, you go to Cincinnati, you probably have some Skyline chili, but like this is like a more of a generic choice that you would get at any game, like pizza, hot dogs,
okay,
burgers,
wait. So if I
chicken
lock it
wings.
in, Tyler can't have it, right?
Yeah,
All right, Krab Rangoons.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, that's pretty weak.
Whoa.
Shit,
Oh, you
fucking
can't say that. Yeah, you can't say that.
No,
That
you're
doesn't
fucking
affect
scared of
your
that shit,
argument.
bro.
Don't front. What are you gonna come up with?
I'm-
You're gonna be like,
Yeah, that's fucking.
Rose.
It's kind of lame, bro.
That's
Missing the
not
audience.
lame. I've seen you eat fucking
This is-
Krab Rangoons.
This is bestseller. You know what's a bestseller
Oh,
in the
you can't sell
fall
it. Yeah, you can't just sell
for
it. You gotta
football
just say
time,
it.
bro?
You can't
It's
just, you gotta buy it.
motherfucking like beautiful crafted iced lattes and iced coffees.
But that's bullshit. You can get that at any stadium.
Can you?
Yes,
Yeah, you can
100%.
really sell them behind our seats in Gillette.
Typically sold. You tell me you can get a pumpkin spice latte at Gillette Stadium in the fall.
Because I'll take that.
Pick something else.
That's what I pick. Pumpkin spice latte.
Okay.
It's not even close, Jake. You're straight up wrong.
I'm excited to hear the arguments.
I'm so ready for this.
Pumpkin spice, like hot or cold or both?
Either one. You can have both. It's the same thing. You just pour it over ice or you just keep it hot.
Are you pouring the hot version over ice?
What? I don't
All right.
know. I'm not a barista. It's just
Sounds like
you
you
can
made
have
an
it ice
interesting
or
choice
cold.
then if you're not
You
a
can make
barista.
two things. It's not that crazy.
All right, we got to
Pumpkin
flip.
spice latte.
We got to flip something about Mary to decide who goes first because this is still on my desk for some reason. Months later. Let's see. I will
Still
let
there.
Jake call it because he almost got canceled tonight. Call it in the
Call
air.
in the air.
Heads or tails. 3, 2, 1. I kind of spun it. I kind of spun it not right. So let me do it again.
Call in the air,
Ready?
Jake.
Ready? Or do you want the disc or the?
I
or the
want
case?
heads. Just give me heads. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to
You
spin
gotta
the
call it in
disc?
the air,
You
it's
wanna flip
cooler.
the- I'll spin the disc.
All right,
Heads?
ready? Go ahead. Heads. Fuck,
tails.
stupid.
It's tails.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge win.
Cameron Diaz movie, by the way. I can't get it off the floor because I don't have any nails because I bite them because I have crippling anxiety. I can't pick it up. Okay. So Tyler, you get the power of choice. Would you like to go first or would you like to go second?
I would like to go first.
Whoa, interesting. Okay. Tyler's gonna go first. This is kind of like deferring to the second half. But he's gonna do it. So yeah, actually, let me get it. Hold on, let me get a timer. Where's my phone, dude? Fuck. I kind of just came home and sat right at my desk and started this. Let me get a. Let me actually go get my phone real quick, and we'll get a timer going. 1 second.
Damn.
All right,
Okay.
just to fill the
We're
dead
committing.
air.
Yeah, let's fill the
Um,
dead air. So yeah, John is really dumb for trading you Brandon Ayuk. That's just
Well,
the
that's
worst.
a given. I
That's just
can't
the
really
worst.
see it. I can't believe the moves that people let me make this offseason, man.
You
I
have
really gotta tell
Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, and
Wait,
Jalen
whoa,
Waddle.
whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck?
doesn't that
That
suck
makes me
for everyone else?
furious. That makes me furious because you
The
shouldn't
fact
have any of them.
The fact that I then also have 2 firsts and 3 seconds to turn around and recoup like running backs
Ugh.
and make another shot. As long as Tua
Disgusting, man.
Tagovailoa pans out,
Yeah.
and Evan Ingram continues to be who he was last season, I have 0 quarrels about making the playoffs.
I agree
You'll
with you.
make the playoffs. I mean, it's a guarantee. Whatever.
It's almost
Okay.
a guarantee. Yeah. Look, I don't want to blow myself over here, but it seems really
Well,
good.
Yeah.
well,
I have the 101 and also okay. All right, that's a cute picture of Molly. Very nice.
I know she's so cute. Okay,
Molly's a sweet angel. For the listeners who don't know, that is John's cat.
that is my cat.
One
And
of
this is the
2.
guy I work with named Guillermo.
Okay, I
Nice.
wouldn't put him on blast. Just
Yeah,
for what
What's his address?
it's worth.
He's a really
Do you have
nice
his
guy.
social?
I don't. I can probably get it though. I am
Yeah.
his direct superior. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not true. He doesn't work for me, but he's a
All
freelancer.
right.
Anyway,
Just start the goddamn segment.
timer. Timers.
Where it's always been.
I typed it in. Like, where is this?
Swipe down in the top right, and I'm pretty sure there's a timer function.
Okay. Tyler, whenever you are ready, you can go ahead and start, and I will start the timer.
For every football fanatic boyfriend there is a pumpkin spice latte girlfriend that goes to the games. This is science and proven fact. There are many Brittany Mahomes in the stands. So pumpkin spice lattes would be the #1 bestseller in every stadium in the fall, no question. You think of fall, you think of football, you think of pumpkins and pumpkin spice lattes. Forbes recorded from Starbucks in 2019 that in 2019 they sold 424 million pumpkin spice lattes. The audience is very broad. You have iced or hot. Something, as universal as a latte is something that can be enjoyed by everyone. Get a nice little coffee buzz, especially in the afternoon. A little chilly Sunday afternoon in the fall. Tell me you wouldn't go out and get a nice little latte, spice up your day. So, no, this is a no-brainer. You'd have one on every corner. This would be just as popular as beer and alcoholic beverages. And the margins are through the roof too, so you make a shitload of money.
Last time. Wow. Okay. Didn't realize Tyler was going to be so passionate about pumpkin spice lattes. That's definitely a surprise to me. But now I want to go ahead and get one. So Jake's going to have to sell me on Krab Rangoons.
All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right. 1 second. Restart the timer. All right. Whenever you're ready, I will start the timer, Jakelers.
Krab Rangoons are an easy sale because not only are they a versatile item that everyone loves that has a lot of options for, say, dipping sauces, something that pumpkin spice lattes do not have. Pumpkin spice lattes are what you get. That is the one
Don't talk
option.
about pumpkin spice in your opening argument.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
All right. I think that they're versatile items that everybody likes. They are one of the top items ordered when you go to a Chinese food restaurant. They are easily carryable in some kind of container. You could put them in a fun football container. You could put them in a helmet. They fit in a lot of different items. They fit in with what is currently being sold. So it would be a low cost investment to start putting them in the fryer. We already put chicken tenders. So it's a reasonable item that has a great popularity that people love. They are versatile because you can put them in a lot of dipping sauces. You can get an Asian zing sauce, or you could get some kind of spicy mustard or a soy sauce. A lot of options for them, and they provide a lot of versatility. They're easy to eat with your hands, put down in a container. They're just the perfect kind of food. They're already sold in a similar way chicken tenders are. I forget every time that you can't say shit about, because my first instinct is to attack people.
I know. Of course it is. Because that's just Jake.
Weird. That's interesting, huh? Weird.
Don't think about it too hard.
Okay. Tyler, your rebuttal. Oh, 1 second. This moderator thing is fun. I take notes. I take little notes because my brain doesn't let me remember things. Okay. Tyler, 30-second rebuttal. Whenever you are ready, I will start the timer.
Jake said it himself. Krab Rangoons are a bestseller, kind of, at their own restaurants where they're normally served in, not even in the stadium. They're not even a top-selling item at a Chinese food restaurant. Why would they be a top seller in a stadium? You're telling me white bread people from like Buffalo and Kansas City and Cincinnati would be all over Krab Rangoon? Those people are fiending for pumpkin spice lattes. It's a universal drink, highly enjoyed by many different people of many different ethnicities and cultures, which is what makes up a fan base of a nationwide football league. And women especially don't have a lot of options at a football game.
All right, really bringing women into this argument. It's a very pro-woman podcast here.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm ready to fire on all cylinders for this rebuttal.
All right, whenever you start talking, I will start the timer.
One of Tyler's major points was that girlfriends are going to come to football games, and that's going to drive that. That's not what you want to be driving your sales. They are a hot seller because they're not available anywhere else at any other stadium. And here you have an item. When you think Chinese food, you think General Tso's chicken, you think Krab Rangoons. Those are the items that you think. And you're going to tell me that if you put those in a football stadium that people aren't going to try them? Oh, you're saying that, the podunk folk out in Buffalo don't want no Krab Rangoon. Come the fuck on. They love Krab Rangoons. People like that love Chinese food.
Okay. Tyler, with your closing argument, whenever you are ready.
To wrap it up, it would be a bestseller because the only thing outside of alcohol that's fun to drink at most stadiums is soda. Not everybody likes soda. I think of General Tso's when I think of Chinese food. I don't think of Krab Rangoons. Also, Krab Rangoons would be probably kind of not always cooked correctly. It's really hard to mess up a latte. And also, lattes are just quick and on the go. It's just a drink. You have cup holders at every stadium. Not everybody wants to eat at a stadium. Drinks are way more accessible. You're going to sell way more drinks than you are food. They're going to be cheaper, more cost effective, easier to carry around, a lot more people to enjoy them.
Okay, Tyler. A lot of passion here. Way more passion than I ever expected from such a silly prompt.
This is a great
Jake,
prompt.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, I'll allow you to do your closing argument. 30 seconds.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
A lot of research involved here, especially with questions like this.
All right. I've already addressed the moving around of the Krab Rangoons. That's very easy. You can put them in many receptacles. That's a bad point. Tyler's trying to pitch you a very controversial item for a niche audience. He said specifically girlfriends of people that come to the game. Like that's some huge force that's going to sell enough of these. Coffee is also very easy to mess up. How many times, John, have you had bad coffee in your life? And you want a fucking stadium to make these coffees as opposed to something you can throw in the fryer? Come on. You're talking about a versatile item with a lot of different sauces, easy to transport. All right, man. I was close to finishing that out. I had written something out, but I got most.
Damn. Really strong opening arguments, you guys. A lot more points than I could have possibly expected. When Tyler said coffee, essentially, specifically pumpkin spice, I was like, how the fuck are you going to make a 2-minute argument about coffee? He found a way. He really did find a way with some pretty solid points as well. Jake, I'm pretty hungry right now, and you made me hungry for Krab Rangoons, especially.
Dude, I would fuck the Krab Rangoons right now.
I did have one clarifying question, and this doesn't matter for whatever you said, but is it faux crab, like KRAB, or is it like physical, like actual crab? Because that would be expensive for stadiums to get real crab.
I think that's a behind the scenes determination. They're going to advertise it as Krab Rangoon, whether it's real or not. And I think
Baltimore would put real crab, and then like if you're in like inland for like Kansas City, would probably be fake crab. Right?
No, because I think you can already get crab cakes at Baltimore. I think that's part of their whole shtick. But like when I think Krab Rangoons, I want shitty Chinese food Krab Rangoons. That's what I'm talking. Really crispy, cream cheese. Like that's what I'm talking.
Oh, I'm so fucking. I have this Chinese place like in
cream cheese
Rangoons.
Rangoons.
My fucking house. I'll go there right now.
Hey,
okay.
I think you don't like outside of this argument. You fucking love Krab Rangoons.
I would
love.
Don't get it twisted. I would slam a fucking pound of Krab Rangoons right now.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing about Krab Rangoons,
is,
Tyler didn't mention it, is that they can shoot out cream cheese onto like a nice jersey. They can just skyrocket like
you can spill a fucking pumpkin spice latte. That's a user error.
All right, whatever.
Ketchup packet.
Yeah,
really strong openers, by the way. Jake, love the comments about how versatile Krab Rangoons are. I love having multiple sauces. Imagine getting a thing with like 4 or 5 sauces, dip and fucking share it. Amazing. It is a very popular item. I feel like you don't go to a Chinese food restaurant and not get Krab Rangoons. If you get like an appetizer, you're probably going to get that. Maybe some dumplings or some wonton soup, but probably Krab Rangoons. Low cost. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty cheap to make, so I would agree. And you could make some fun containers. You could throw it in a little football helmet. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely you could.
But then Tyler came in with a pretty strong argument about pumpkin spice lattes. It could be cold. It could be hot. You can have it at all times of the year. I guess in like a hot game, a hot Krab Rangoon, maybe not the best. I don't know. I mean, you're going to have hot food regardless, but it's a good seller, definitely early in the season when people are in that pumpkin spice mood, fall does equal pumpkins. We got to go to that pumpkin patch. Get our Instagram photos. And Forbes apparently says 424 million lattes. What? Okay.
Just Starbucks in 2019.
Wow. 2019. BC.
Not counting anyone else. Yeah.
Can be enjoyed by everybody. A lot of people do like pumpkin spice lattes, and there is good margins in both of these. So I think you guys both had very strong opening arguments. Krab Rangoons, hot seller, Jake. People would buy them. Your rebuttal wasn't super strong. I feel like you were kind of back up against the wall with that 30-second timer. I think you had a good kind of rebuttal against Tyler saying that some people wouldn't like these like Krab Rangoons in Buffalo or some of these like kind of, I don't know, kind of more, I don't know, crazy cities. People don't want Krab Rangoons.
Rural markets. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
Market
think people will
stuff.
eat them wherever the fuck. I kind of disagree with that as well, but again, I'm very unbiased. Tyler did kind of touch on that. But Tyler did make a good closing as well when he was like, there's alcohol, there's soda, maybe switch it up, get some pumpkin spice in there. I think it's true. Like you do want to have something good in there. And I did like your kind of arguments about like you could fuck up a coffee, you could fuck up Krab Rangoons. I do feel like I've had a lot of coffees fucked up in my lifetime, and I'm pissed. I get home and realize it's wrong. So the quality control when there's 60,000 people in a stadium, probably not going to be ideal, especially if it's on every corner of that stadium and they're making a lot of pumpkin spiced lattes.
Yeah.
So I'm in a tough spot here, you guys. But to be fair, the question is pick a snack or beverage not typically sold at a football game and tell me why it would be a bestseller. I really think that Jake did have a better argument.
Let's go.
I really do.
I
No
had that
chance.
The
No
mixed and match
chance.
of the
Pumpkin Spiced
sauces.
Latte. You made the right decision here, John.
It's
Pumpkin
just
Spiced Latte.
it was an
Krab
interesting choice
fucking
from Tyler.
Rangoons.
Tyler, you would fuck up. Oh my god! If we went to the Patriots opening weekend and they had a platter of Krab Rangoons,
You would
you'd be
love
like, "Get
that.
the fucking
Yeah,
platter
I
of
love
Rangoons."
standing in line for 45 minutes for
You're
fried
gonna do that
Krab
anyway. Get a
Rangoons.
fucking hot dog.
Yeah. I really like Jake.
Put that
I
poll on
understand-
Instagram. Put it on our Instagram. There's
Everyone-
no
everyone's
way
drinking
that
Krab
Krab
Rangoons.
Rangoon wins.
You're
Zero.
smoking absolute crack. People
It would win. I
It's
hate
not-
I-
It's not what. It's a food against a beverage. All right, we said bestseller.
yeah.
Beverages
Smoke
sell
crack.
way more than food. It's not a debate. It's just the truth.
Said that.
Nobody's drinking 6.
I did, I
pumpkin
said
spice
that.
lattes.
Mm,
No one's drinking 6. Look, you want to say beverages sell better than food? Yeah, because people are drinking 6 sodas or 6 beers. Nobody's drinking.
No one's
6
going back for
You're gonna have
multiple
6
coffees.
coffee. Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
No,
you're
you're
not.
not. Do you want to
My brother in
explode?
Christ. You'd shit your pants by the third quarter.
And also
I
you didn't
would.
mention the money that you would make. I think bestseller, you're making $16 off Krab Rangoons. You're making $5 off a coffee.
That's a great point. I should have made that.
Well, yeah, but how much of the $16 the Krab Rangoon is actual profit though?
Most
Because
of
a
it.
Just
coffee,
cream cheese and
like
fake crab.
These are
95% of
frozen
it.
Krab Rangoons you're getting from Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you
like-
have to toss in fryer oil and have deep fryers.
But again, Jake made a
need
point like you can
infrastructure.
throw it in with the chicken tenders. You already have that there. It's
That's
not
not how
always
deep
the
frying
same.
works, man. That's not how it works. You can't just throw a bunch of shit in there.
You have the fryer.
You could air fry them.
All right.
Okay. Jacob 1-0. Really tough starter.
Put it
here.
on
No
Instagram.
one,
I'm
no
salty
one is.
about
I'm
that
telling
one.
you, Tyler. No one is gonna write.
Put it on
like,
Instagram.
Tyler should have won that one. I guarantee.
Again, he made a good argument. It definitely a shocking choice. I really
It
Yeah.
was
like
a
the passion
crazy
behind
choice.
it.
I was
Bring it
expecting like
to the game, shit
churros.
this. Yeah, whatever.
I was like
Churros. You can get a churro at fucking. You can get a churro at a gas station. You can get a churro at a football
That's
game.
not true. When have you ever
That
been
is
to
so
a
true.
gas station?
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
show me a
saying.
churro selling gas station, and I'll concede.
I think most
I
food at
would've
gas
gone with-
stations you could get at a football game.
I would chicken and waffles also would have been a good option, or
What's to sit down with a fork and knife at a football
or,
game? That's crazy.
ice cream taco.
It depends on the climate. Anyways, really good opening arguments. I think we got the juices flowing here. And I want to move on to the next
Potato
prompt.
skins.
My hate is flowing. That's what's happening.
Yeah, Tyler's dying. That's okay. It's
Make it
best of
worse for
3,
you.
so it's never over. This is gonna be this. We could go to 2 hours here for the listeners here. Okay, the next one you're gonna have to pull open Sleeper
Oh
because
boy.
your prompt is gonna be a tough one. Pick a player on Frank's roster and tell me why they will finish top 5 at their position.
Oh, that's mean. This is bullying.
And whoever shouts it out first, that's how it works. There's probably like 2 people that you might be able to argue. I don't
Anthony
know.
Richardson.
Okay, Tyler with Anthony Richardson.
Let me look at his bench.
I don't think there's a lot there.
Nope. Can I choose a 2025 first?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
because that would be a good.
the obvious only other choice is Kyle Pitts.
Okay. You're gonna go Kyle Pitts?
Yep.
All right, Anthony Richardson versus Kyle Pitts, a player on Frank's roster that will finish at top 5 in their position, obviously in 2024. And Jake is going to go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jake. Jake is going to start this one off with his opener.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, this should be a fun one. I feel like this is a tough choice because neither of these guys have finished anywhere close to top 5. But you know what? Maybe there's greener pastures ahead.
All right. So I'm supposed to open. Yep.
Yep. You have a 1-minute opening argument. Please do not mention Anthony Richardson in your opening argument. Only Kyle Pitts.
Okay. All right. So we've seen Kyle Pitts come pretty close to being top 5. He's been the tight end 6, and that was in a way worse situation. This year, he has way better opportunity with a better supporting cast around him, including Kirk Cousins, who they brought in, who's specifically going to elevate that offense. The second point that I have to make versus Tyler's option for quarterbacks is that being a top 5 tight end is a much lower bar than being a top 5 quarterback. All he would have need to do this year is beat out David Njoku, who, well, great, only had some blow-up weeks. And realistically, Kyle Pitts can do that with Kirk Cousins supporting him. Kyle Pitts has shown that he is an elite athlete with elite athleticism. And as we've said many times in the show, you bet on athleticism, you bet on the talent, and Kyle Pitts has that. And now he has a better situation when he's already come close to it previously. And he's got lower competition and a better positional advantage than Tyler does when selecting Anthony Richardson. I'm sorry. He's got a better positional advantage because tight end is a smaller group of players.
That's time. I just won't factor that part in. That's okay.
That's fair. It's very hard to not mention the other guy.
It's harder for Tyler because he already heard your argument and now he can't talk about it.
I feel like, yeah, it is harder as a second person. It's way harder, but I feel like we should be private messaging you and not hearing it beforehand. That would be fun.
That would be interesting. Okay. Tyler, whenever you're ready for your opening argument, I will start the timer.
Anthony Richardson was not as hot of a prospect as you would have imagined coming out of college until we saw his athleticism on his pro day for Florida. The man is an absolute rocket. Rocket on the ground, rocket in the air. He's got a great supporting cast around him. Michael Pittman is Mr. Consistent. Just makes the most ridiculous catches, gets blown up, still comes down with the ball. More players at the position for quarterback. There's 32 starting quarterbacks. A lot of teams run 2 tight ends. So Anthony Richardson is already in that top spot. Quarterback 5 last year was Mr. Jordan Love, who, no offense to Jordan Love, he had a good season, but the bar is not very high as far as fantasy goes. And Anthony Richardson is one of the few, in my opinion, great rushing quarterbacks that we can see next year outside of maybe Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. So that alone makes him a contender for top 5. There's a lot for him to prove. He is still figuring himself out.
Okay. Amazing opening arguments, fellas, as always. Rebuttals coming in hot here. Jake, whenever you're ready for your 30-second rebuttal. Just a second. Okay.
Okay. Like Tyler said, he has a lot to figure out. Tyler's right when he says that. Anthony Richardson, well, a high-tier prospect with a high ceiling, has a lot to figure out. He now has an injury history, which we've seen before in college, and his run style is not indicative of somebody who's going to last long doing what they do. We've seen Lamar Jackson be able to be sustainable because he's evasive. That is not Anthony Richardson. He's a big guy. He's running into players. Realistically, that is not a sustainable style. And if he can't figure it out under center and throwing the ball, then what is he really worth? You say time?
Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds is quick for me. I'm just trying to keep track of
dude.
everything here.
The rebuttal goes by fast.
Okay. Rebuttal for Tyler. Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Jake said that Kyle Pitts has more of a supporting cast. That means he's going to have less targets. You bet on athleticism, so you bet on Anthony Richardson because he's a freak athlete. Regression has hit extremely hard for Kyle Pitts. He looks slower and sluggish and is not breaking out of his roots like he should be. We've seen it on tape. We've talked about it on Twitter. Anthony Richardson doesn't need to last long or be sustainable. We're talking about quarterback 5 next year, which is so attainable. Jordan Love, Brock Purdy are in that category of players. So Anthony Richardson doesn't have to achieve much. If he can get rushing yards, people will cut off their left arm to have him at quarterback next year.
Okay. Awesome. Now we got our closer, 30 seconds, starting with Jake whenever he's ready.
Tyler's main rebuttal against Kyle Pitts is that, there's the supporting cast around him that's going to make him somehow worse. That's not true, because we've seen time and time again that Cousins is able to support multiple fantasy relevant players. Kyle Pitts has also not lost a step. I don't know what Tyler is talking about, but you have seen it all season where he's been open and not getting the ball. He's waving his hand looking for the ball and he's not getting it. That is a terrible argument and is patently false, and he's just trying to mislead John. Anthony Richardson, however, does not have the play style to be relevant long term.
Okay. All right. Tyler, one moment, and you can be ready for your closer. Let's go. All right, let's do it whenever you're ready.
If I was trying to sway John, I would say this. If Kyle Pitts is going to finish top 5, then why'd you trade him away? Anthony Richardson can be top 5 with his rushing yards, with his passing yards. The offensive line for the Colts was ranked number 3 last year. Jonathan Taylor, we have seen this type of team before. It's called the Baltimore Ravens, and Jake believes in them, and he should believe in Anthony Richardson. Kyle Pitts has no believers right now, and his quarterback is brand new, fresh system. Like Kyle Pitts, top 5, it's out of reach. Anthony Richardson, it's right there. Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, just be a little better.
Oh, okay. That was really good.
I don't feel like you should get to factor in the fact that you traded him to be. That's not unbiased.
Hey man,
that is the
all
opposite
about the argument.
Of bias.
All about the argument.
That is the opposite of bias. What are you fucking talking about?
Hey, I'm not biased. I'm unbiased, and it's all about the argument. And he can make points in whatever regard he chooses.
That's bias. That's the definition of bias.
No, that's just how the game works. I'm not saying I'm biased. He can say things however he wants, even if they appeal to me. You could also appeal to me if you want.
I'll have to trust you on that one.
Anyway, I think you guys both made really good arguments. Jake, I liked your opener for Kyle Pitts, saying that it's a low bar to be a top 5 tight end in the NFL. Like, you just have to be pretty much good, not great, and you could probably sneak in to be the number 5 tight end. Njoku was very touchdown heavy last year, and he made top 5. So if Kyle Pitts catches 8 touchdowns, he could probably be top 5. And he, like you said, he's elite. He has athleticism. Those are the guys you bet on. We've said that multiple times. Very good opener in that regard. And he has a good opportunity with Kirk Cousins. Tyler, saying the same thing about Richardson. He's very athletic. He has a great supporting cast with Michael Pittman around him. And I liked your opener about the other QBs that have been able to reach top 5. Brock Purdy and Jordan Love, personally, I wouldn't have thought that they had made it even close to that. So I think that was a really strong opener as well. Jake, your rebuttal, pretty good, talking about Richardson. Like, he's been very injury prone. That's, I'm not always a fan of the injury argument, but his run style is very ground and pound, and he can be very prone to getting hurt. So that's not incorrect in any way. It's probably not sustainable long term, but we're talking about next year. If he stays healthy, what is he capable of? And Tyler kind of did touch on that a lot, is how, like, if he's healthy, he's one of the best runners in the league. He's going to put up fantasy points. Talking about closing for Kyle Pitts, I like Tyler's closer about if he's going to be top 5. Why did you trade him? I'm sorry. I mean, that is a good point.
It's so biased.
I traded him.
Why would somebody sell him? Why would somebody sell him in Dynasty if he's a lock-in top 5?
Because he's been burned by him for three seasons. That's why he's pissed off about him, not because he doesn't.
How come he hasn't been top 5 last 3 seasons? Too.
And I touched on that because he has had a shitty situation up until now. That's
situation.
so biased.
Oh man, he's so athletic though.
He's
That's
so athletic.
so biased.
They're both really athletic. I think you guys both gave really good arguments. I truly just think that I think Tyler gave a slightly better argument on this one. Just overall, I liked his a little bit more.
Absolute
It really
bias.
didn't come down
You
to that.
got burned by Kyle Pitts for 3 seasons, and now you just want to feel right.
No, the argument that I really like the most is like I don't love the injury argument that you made because that you could say that for fucking anybody. I realize it happened in college and it happened again, but the same thing has happened with Lamar. He could be QB1 if he doesn't get hurt. So it's that argument doesn't really work. And the fact that Jordan Love can do it and Brock Purdy can do it, Anthony Richardson can definitely do it. And Kyle Pitts, we'll see what happens, I guess. So
I will lock in right now that Kyle Pitts is a top five tight end this season, and that Anthony Richardson is outside the top 5. Right now, I'll lock that in with either of you.
Sure.
Come on, John. Stand by it. Stand by your fucking words.
Easy.
Let's go. Get in on this.
Again, it's for the argument. It's not actually what I think is going to happen.
What if they both finish top 5?
That's right, fucker.
If they both finish top 5, then you both get a bucket of water on your head.
No, it's
if they both finish top 5, then we should hug it out.
Yeah. All right.
A 30-second hug, and you have to look each other in the eyes for that long and not blink.
While we belong to the Father.
You have to run each other slow motion to Chariots of Fire on the beach.
We didn't even put out the waterbed videos this past year.
I know. I know. I got to do it.
We should.
I want to do it.
It'd be good right before the season starts as like a primer. Like, hey, here's how last season went.
We will do it. Tyler gets the point. It's 1-1 going into the third round
content.
here.
This is horseshit. You don't.
Okay.
Content.
Okay,
No,
Kyle.
You don't even believe that.
Okay, die on that Kyle Pitts hill.
Do you notice how John immediately, when I was like, all right, let's waterbed it, I'll take that. He was like, well, that's not what I actually believe.
It's for the I don't
See,
know
that
about
is for
both
content.
of them finishing.
Yeah, whatever.
Not for the content. I do care about our listeners, but again, I'm unbiased. And I always have been. Okay. Going into our third prompt. Our third prompt is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, this one's very, very fantasy related. It's very analytical. And we'll see what you guys come up with. But the question is, who will be the best QB and wide receiver duo for fantasy in 2024?
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
No, I'm just kidding.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Jake with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow.
Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb.
Prescott and CD versus Chase and Burrow. This should be a good fight. Tyler's going to have to start with his opening argument whenever he is ready. 1 second. Shouldn't be biased at all. I don't think Jake has Chase anywhere, so he can't really be biased on this one. All right, Tyler.
The Cowboys throw the ball. It's as plain as that. Dak Prescott had 590 passing attempts with Mike McCarthy and CeeDee Lamb last year. Their connection has been unreal. Dak Prescott was QB3 last year. He threw for 4,500 yards and had 36 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb ran away with the fantasy almost overall title last year for a wide receiver. The man had 12 touchdowns himself, 1,700 yards, 135 receptions. It's hard to say who is a lock-in number one every year, but this is about as close as you can get to it. The Cowboys do not run the football. Their running backs are cooked. Their offensive line is amazing. Dak Prescott is a field general and can see defenses really well. He's grown into himself. And CeeDee Lamb is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now in his situation. He's got no competition, and he's just been balling out. And we've seen it game after game after game.
Okay. Jake. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
pal. Whenever you're ready, dude. Let's you do your opener. Do it for Gritty. Think you could do a Gritty?
Do I think I could do a Gritty? I could definitely do a Gritty.
Could Gritty do a Gritty, though? I feel like this could be you for Halloween.
What? The Gritty?
A Funko Pop size Gritty, yeah.
All right. So the Cowboys are 8th in pass attempts. Guess
We'll
who's
talk about
number
the Cowboys
7?
in your opener.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have done it before. They have been one of the top combinations of wide receiver and quarterback. The difference being that Joe Burrow has only been injured, whereas Dak Prescott has been fully healthy and has not been all that good for the NFL. For fantasy value, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have done it before. Jamar Chase has been a top 12 wide receiver every season except for last year where Joe Burrow was hurt. And he was still a wide receiver 11 and 12 the year before, and then 5 before that. Being a top 10 passing option is without Joe Burrow is what really makes this the lock in for me. You have a guy that has had a connection since college with his wide receiver coming back into an offense that was already good while he was hurt. It can only go up where he was already wide receiver 11 last year.
Okay. All right. Tyler, rebuttal. 1 second. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Tyler. 30-second rebuttal.
We're not talking about top 10. We're not talking about top 5s. We're talking about the best for next year. And CeeDee Lamb has done it. He has been the best. And Dak Prescott can do it. And he has been the best. He has been top 3. These guys ball out on a consistent basis. Jamar Chase is fighting for targets with T. Higgins. And the Bengals are a shell of their former selves. Their offense is not clicking. They've been shuffling people around. Their offensive line has been pretty terrible, and Joe Burrow is not confident anymore. I'll say it once, I'll say it 100 times. I don't think they're going back to the Super Bowl ever with Joe Burrow.
All right, Jake. Fire on all cylinders, boys. I love to hear it. I like being on this side rather than that side.
Yeah, that's why you didn't let me run one. You knew.
No, I would have done it. I would have been happy to do it, but I already had good questions and I wanted to do them. So here we are. All right.
It's very easy for Tyler to look back with recency bias and say, oh, they're going to do it again. But how many wide receivers really turn around truly and repeat that number 1 season? It doesn't happen that often. His other point about the Bengals not clicking is like, yeah, Joe Burrow has been hurt, but guess what? They added several really important pieces to the O-line this season, including Trent Brown and Orlando Brown Jr. Both have been on really prolific offenses and have given their quarterbacks plenty of time to throw the ball. Additionally, the Cowboys have absolutely zero else out there to catch passes. He's getting the one coverage every time, whereas in the Bengals, they have T. Higgins. 30 seconds is too goddamn little.
It's tough. It's really tough. You just got to talk fast and make good points.
I'm doing my best. I'm a fast talker. I'm doing my best.
You are good. You're a good debater, but here we are in Fantasy Fights. You're in the gauntlet with John as host, which isn't ideal for anybody. Yikes.
Are you good? You good for me?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good to go.
Okay, sorry. Just checking.
I spaced out for a second there.
You're good. You're good.
Whenever you're ready, Tyler.
Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have both seen negative regression in every year since their rookie year. Jamar Chase from 13 touchdowns to 9 to 7. He went from number 5 to number 12 to rank number 13 wide receiver. They're getting worse as time goes on. CeeDee Lamb might not be number 1 next year, but he has improved every year that he has played football. And if he continues to improve and play the same position, and he got the one coverage all of last year too, it didn't fucking matter. He was number 1, far and away, not even close. He was untouchable last year, and he's way better than them.
All right. Jakelers, closing. All right, take your time whenever you're ready.
Yep, I'm just putting together some stats here.
And in your closer, I want you to talk about how they would be a better Fortnite skin in the item shop.
Not doing that.
Okay. Sorry, Tyler, I forgot to let you know that was.
CeeDee Lamb would have a Lamb backpack.
Ooh,
that'd be fire.
Whenever he gets a kill,
and his pickaxes would be his 2 cell phones. That would be great.
I love it. And Joe Burrow's pickaxe would be a big cigar.
It'd be a big like femur or whatever he broke.
Ooh, that's
My
that's
God.
good.
Skyline chili.
I could see CeeDee Lamb with like a Gucci backpack or a Gucci like suitcase as his back bling because I remember him having that in whatever. Okay, Jake.
All right, I want to be very clear that it's not about who did it last year. It's about who could do it this year. And the Bengals have made a better offense for two players that are already prolific. Tyler has quoted touchdowns as part of the reasoning. Touchdowns, as we know, are not a sticky stat. Any season, touchdowns can vary wildly. That is not what to base this argument on. What we know is Ja'Marr Chase is the guy, has somebody that can draw coverage away from him, has a better O-line for Joe Burrow and him who have had connection for decades now. There is no possibility. And
That's time.
30 seconds is so little.
Decades.
It's almost a decade.
For Joe Burrow
no.
and Ja'Marr Chase? You mean for like since they started playing together in college?
Yeah, it would have been
6 years.
8
Look,
years.
it's 30 seconds. Cut me a goddamn break of the decades.
All right, man.
You know, your math needs to be on point every time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, so Tyler with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Jake with Burrow and Chase. I think both of you guys had very strong arguments. Tyler really dropping the stats here. Dak just throwing the ball a lot. The Cowboys not really going to be running the ball. They're just going to be throwing it to CeeDee Lamb again, just like they did last year. I don't see why they would change what they did before. And yeah, he literally was the best wide receiver in the NFL. I traded him to Jake thinking he would be equivalent to Christian Kirk. So I'll take the hit on that one. At least you won the championship, Jake, even if you don't win the fight, that's okay. So it's hard to argue with actual proven commodities that have done it before. Good opening argument from Tyler. And Jake, Chase and Burrow, they have done it. I don't know if they were the best, but they definitely were very, very, very good for fantasy as a combo. Everybody wants to get that stack. I think it's a pretty solid stack to have, and some people do have it in our leagues. He's been top 12 every year, even without Joe Burrow. So if he has him back, sure, why not? Who's to say they couldn't do it again? And they've had that connection since college. So very good opening arguments. Tyler coming in saying, the Bengals have a bad offensive line. He's going to be fighting for targets with Higgins. Burrow's not confident. I think you can't really prove those points, but good points nonetheless. And Jake, I think your rebuttal was you were kind of back up against the wall with the clock. You were trying to say things. You kind of repeated things. You said that the Bengals improved their offensive line. They did. We'll see how much of a difference that makes.
It's Trent Brown and Orlando Brown Jr.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. He should have plenty of time to throw the ball.
For what it's worth, Jake, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Like their O-line, I won a fantasy fight, I think last week or last show off the back of saying they improved their O-line.
Yeah. I think that might have been your best point. I think that Tyler did make another, just really good points. I mean, CeeDee Lamb was just so fucking good. I mean, he literally was just watching him play. He was so good. And who's to say they can't do it again? It's Brandon Cooks. That's who's competing with him. So I really do think just overall Tyler had a more cohesive argument. I think, Jake, the clock kind of got to you a little bit on this one where you were trying to get more points in, but you were repeating yourself and couldn't really get the points you wanted to get.
That was the most bias I've ever seen from you in a fantasy fight. It's crazy.
Well, in Kyle Pitts argument,
you got burned so hard by Kyle Pitts.
That really had nothing to do with my decision there. I really think that Tyler is, aside from the
I'm gonna victory lap
argument, had a
I'm gonna victory lap so goddamn hard.
Put them all on Instagram. I want to see what people say. That's what we should do.
Victory lap so hard at the end of the season when Kyle Pitts is like tight end 3 and Anthony Richardson gets hurt week 3 and
when Kyle Pitts gets hurt week 3 and Anthony Richardson.
When has Kyle Pitts gotten hurt?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
He tore his ACL second year. Yep.
Yeah.
And his MCL.
Injuries don't matter, bro.
Definitely not. Good arguments from both
for
of
the
you.
sake of this, yeah.
Tyler just more cohesive. He's more adjusted to the actual clock and working with it. I think Jake is just a little bit frazzled right now, but it's not over till it's over. Tyler up 2-1. He could close it out with this one, but your third, or I'm sorry, fourth? Yeah.
Fourth.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
Fourth.
I thought it was 2 out of 3.
No, we're going three out of 4, or no, 3 out
3
of
out
5,
of 5.
because we
5,
haven't had
okay.
a show in over a month. So here we go.
I like it.
Jake can still come back. Hopefully we don't hit lightning round. I do have enough questions.
Oh my god, I'd rather lose.
That's great.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Nice to see you too, Jake.
So Jake's just gonna sit there for a minute, not say anything, and stare in the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd respect him for it, and I'd give him the point. No.
Okay.
Okay. Here's your prompt. It's kind of silly. Here we go. Give me a team with the worst logo in the NFL and tell me why it sucks more than anybody else's.
The Browns.
Ooh. Tyler with the Browns. Jake's trying to think of football teams.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
there's some bird teams in there. I don't really know the rest. I don't know why he's from like Tennessee now, but he is.
yeah. All right, I'll take the New York Giants.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a great one. That's
like
a great one
these.
too.
I like
This
these.
is gonna be fun. I like this a lot.
Are we both going with the current logos?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, obviously.
Has to
Okay.
be.
I don't think either of them has changed really that much.
If I hear
throughout
Brownie
all of
the Elf in this fucking argument,
No,
I
well,
knew
okay,
you'd have
so just to
PTSD. That's why I
clarify,
picked it.
you're going with the helmet. The helmet. You're talking about the helmet.
Look up
No alternate
Cleveland
logos.
Browns logo.
yes,
And
we're
it
all
is
talking
a
about the same
helmet.
stuff.
And Jake is the NY New York logo.
Yes,
Okay, cool. Okay, so I think who started last time? It was, I think Tyler.
I closed out, so whatever that means.
Okay, so Jake's gonna go first here.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Jake opener. Okay, and Jake. 1 minute whenever you're ready.
So we're just arguing about just the logo, right? Like,
You're telling me
I should
why the New York Giants
clarification.
logo is worse than anybody else's logo. I wouldn't mention the Browns yet. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's
you
gonna
can
be.
help
I don't
it,
know.
but it's up to you. It's fine. I
But it's
think I'm
just the logo. I don't want to lose because Tyler's like, whoa, the Browns suck as a team more
no,
than
the
okay.
logo itself, specifically the
Okay.
logo.
All right. I feel good then.
Okay.
All right, you want to talk about bad logos? This is a logo that could be for a fucking podunk soccer team that's in New York. It is just simply an NY. There's nothing flashy about it. There's nothing fun. It's an NY outlined by white and blue. What does that mean? How does that give you any kind of sense of pride for your team? There's nothing there. It is NY. That could be for a kids club lacrosse team in New York. There's any number of things that could be for. Nothing about that. Do you look at that and go, that is a hard-nosed, serious NFL team that wants to win games? It's just like, we're NY. We're New York. What else are we? Nothing about that inspires any kind of confidence, or should inspire any kind of confidence in any fan or any kind of fear in the team that they're facing. Nobody looks at that logo and goes, wow, I'm afraid to face the guys that are the blue NY. They're coming to town next week. I better be pretty scared of them. Absolutely a lame logo.
All right. Powerful opening argument from Jake Lers. Tyler going to come in here to talk about the Browns logo momentarily. Go for it, buddy, whenever you're ready.
So I might lose this argument on a technicality because we're talking about the worst logo. I wouldn't even call the Browns logo a logo. It's an accident. It's a helmet. It's a brown helmet with no words, no lettering, no context. It's just a orangey brown helmet. I can guess what the sport is because I'm familiar with what type of helmet that is. Where are they from? What do they represent? Who do they fight for? Orange is the answer. This is not a logo. This is an embarrassment. There is nothing surrounding this that has any history. You search Brown's helmet logo history, nothing pops up. It shows you all the helmets that they've worn, and they're all orange. This logo is not a logo. So it should qualify as the worst logo.
Interesting arguments talking about logos here today. Yeah, Jake. It'd be interesting to see where you go from here.
Yeah, I got it. You
Why?
ready?
Why is the Browns logo really good? Maybe that would be good.
Look,
I don't want to give you any hints.
I'm ready to start. I'm ready to start.
Okay, give me just one moment. Jesus Christ. Okay, whenever you're ready.
It doesn't get any more real and raw than a football helmet. There's no better symbol of no nonsense football that 4 yards in a cloud of dust than that helmet. That's the piece of equipment you throw on to go smash into another guy and show him who the fucking boss is. That helmet is a piece of history. It represents the hard work and determination of every man who put that on to walk out onto that field and show them that they are better than their opponents. And Tyler's going to sit here and tell you it's a bad logo.
Okay. All right. Damn, Tyler. Should be interesting to hear your rebuttal.
Come back
on the
from
Giants
that
logo.
Why is the NY better, huh?
Yeah, Tyler. What makes NY cool? I'm gonna play into the banter.
Oh boy, yeah.
Tyler, for what it's worth, is wearing the coolest logo in the NFL on his head.
Thank
right
you.
now.
I appreciate that. That is very true.
Of course.
A logo is a graphic mark, emblem, or symbol used to aid and promote public identification and recognition. Where's the name? Who are you? Where are you from? None of these questions are answered. It is football. You could mix this up. This could be in a kid's coloring book with all the other stickers of like a tennis racket and like a soccer ball. It's just a helmet. New York represents something. NY, that stylized logo, everyone knows that belongs to the Giants and the history that Bill Belichick built there.
That's time. Wow, Bill Belichick name drop. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
So it's now my closing, right?
Yes, this would be your closing. All right, whenever you're ready, Jigglers.
Tyler said it himself in his opening statement. Every helmet the Browns have worn has been orange. It's not just any helmet. It's the Browns. It's a rich history of a team that has had to fight uphill their entire life. Like I said before, that is a real, raw symbol of what football is at its core. It is the equipment you throw on to smash into other guys and prove who is best. And Tyler's going to sit here and tell you it's a bad logo when it represents real, serious football history and dynasty.
Okay. I didn't expect this type of passion for this this question. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Love when you guys take it so seriously. It's what makes it so fun because it's so stupid. Okay. Tyler, with your closing argument whenever you're ready.
The New York Giants have won Super Bowls, and their logo has been on stuff, and people know what it is, and they go, "Oh, New York Giants, New York Giants," like in Madagascar. Even they know what it is. The Browns logo is not a logo. It is so unrecognizable and so horrible that if you showed that to somebody, they'd be like, "Oh, cool, a football helmet." There is no context. There is nothing surrounding the logo that tells you what it is or who it's for. That's the entire point of a logo. It is the definitive worst logo in the NFL. You could change the color and it could be any team. It doesn't matter.
Damn it. Oh, that's really tough. I think you guys both made really, really incredible arguments about whose logo was worse or just worst in general of the NFL. Tyler basically saying with the definition of a logo that it doesn't qualify because it doesn't show anything in representation of the place or thing it represents. It just represents football. It could be in a children's book saying, "Hey, this is a football helmet." I think that was a funny point. Like if you got a sticker, it's like, "Hey, football." That's pretty good. Jake, incredible argument, dude. The passion was next level. Just talking about the hard-nosed pigskin, like back in the 40s, rushing through the offensive line, getting 4 yards in a fucking cloud of dust with that football helmet. That's what they did. That's what they did back in that time, and that
They were
logo,
there. They did that.
they did that, and that logo has not changed for a fucking reason because that team has been shit forever. You know, why change it if it still sucks? Right, Mac? Fucking idiot. So,
God damn. All right.
yeah, sorry, I
Whoa.
love you, bro.
Cool it
Yeah.
out.
Jeez.
He
Yeah.
listens.
I just, you guys had such equal passion. I think Tyler, just a really strong closer, but I don't think it outweighed just the level of just passion I got from Jake about just the integrity of the game and how this helmet means so much. It is the NFL, if you will.
Thank
You know,
you.
it's like it was
They
just
didn't even have face masks when the Browns were good. It's a
but
newer logo.
neither did the logo back then. I mean, it's just
Fucking A.
it's so strong. You know, even in the offseason, they changed the color of the face mask again. Like it's everything.
I think I crushed this one. I don't mean to pat
I
myself
know,
on the
Man.
back.
I think you both had really good arguments, but I just love just the football just history that Jake involved in here.
I
and it
truly
just-
do, just for what it's worth, think that the Giants logo is the worst logo.
Oh, it fucking sucks. I think
It's
the
not
jerseys
good.
are pathetic. It's blue. We're the blue team. Fucking kill yourself. It's stupid.
Okay.
So
Whoa.
Really
that's what I hate the
not
Giants
this.
logo. I'll never like the Giants. Fuck the Giants. Okay. It's 2-2.
Unbiased moderator.
2-2. You made me like the Browns logo. That's impossible to do, and you did it. So
It's not even a logo.
apparently not.
It's actually kind of a good look. Honestly, I talked
It's
myself
not a
into it.
good logo at all.
But
It's
listen,
the worst logo.
There's a lot. Give me another logo that doesn't represent anything about the place where it's in, like the Falcons.
No, it doesn't represent anything. There's
Give
nothing.
me the definition for a logo.
What are you? If you showed somebody that and you said, "What football team is this?" They would say the Brown helmets,
Well,
It'd
yeah,
be
if you
pretty
showed it to a
the
90-year-old
football
old
players,
lady.
the
You show a
guys.
picture of
Can you
Charmander to
imagine
an old lady,
you
she's
go,
not going to know what the
Brown-
fuck it is
Brown-
either. But
Brown-
it's like,
Half the fucking logos in the league have the name of the team in them. It says Steelers.
That's actually not true.
It is true.
Most of them
It's pretty
don't,
much
yeah.
Steelers, Jets, Raiders.
Steelers, Jets, Raiders, 49ers. Oh yeah,
Yes,
I guess.
49ers. No, 49ers
That's
don't
it.
count because it says SF.
Yeah, shit. That might be it. You might be right. There's a lot of them.
yeah.
Though. I'm
But
saying
there's
not
also
even
a lot
really
of
bad.
like Tyler. Can you give me the definition for a logo again? I just want
Damn,
to hear
it's
that.
too bad the Commanders' old logo wasn't around. That would have been an easy one.
Damn.
Definition of a
It doesn't exist
logo
anymore.
is a graphic mark, emblem, or symbol used to aid and promote public identification and recognition.
I mean, that's pretty vague. Like, honestly, it's pretty vague. I thought it said something about like the place
least
where it is. Like,
I should have said something about it, but at least the New York logo determines where it is, like where they're from. Whereas
Well-
the Browns, like,
That's what I said. At least in New York.
Yeah.
You know, you're New York.
Well, you're
Browns,
trying to
like,
argue
the fuck is
why-
it?
wait,
but the Browns determine, like, okay, it's one of 32 NFL teams. Like, there's no like. I think that's more important.
Jake, wait, you picked the Giants.
Yeah.
The argument was meant to be
The worst logo is the Browns.
you were meant to say why it's worse.
Right. And
So he was hyping up the Browns logo.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Did you argue backward? No. Okay. Never mind.
no.
Ha, sorry, guys. I'm totally wasted right now. Don't worry about me.
I was like, wait a minute. Something's wrong here. No. Okay. It's 2-2. Whoever gets the next round wins the fight.
All right.
Moving on to the final question. And this one's pretty fun, I think. It's fantasy fights, but it
I like
doesn't
the
always
fun
have to be
ones.
about fantasy. It's a fantasy just being here with you guys.
I like the
you know what
stupid
I mean?
ones. All right.
Aw.
Both of them are stupid. Okay. I have
You can
two
kiss off
prompts.
pod.
I want you guys to choose which one you want more. Is that okay?
No.
No?
Give us one.
Um,
I don't want
I
that.
don't
Give us
know.
one.
Choosing sounds kind of fun.
No. That's
No,
gonna
alright,
that's
maybe I
just
should
say
random
that. Just-
stuff. Give us
Okay.
a prompt.
Give us your favorite.
They're both
Just
so different and dumb. It's like, okay.
me and Tyler.
Uh,
Just me and Tyler will keep saying 1 and 2 until we align on one.
Here's
All
what I'm
right,
gonna
ready,
do. I'm
Tyler?
gonna save this other question, and it's Brittany Mahomes related, so it's gonna be
Fuck no,
Oh,
not that one.
we're gonna do-
Whatever
we're gonna-
the
it's gonna
non-Brittany
be-
Mahomes one
it's
is.
gonna be a discussion in next month's episode.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, I like
You
that.
can
I like
just
that.
pitch it in the trash.
Here's your question, and there'll be nothing at stake. We just talk about it. It'll be funny. Okay. Which NFL player has the best nickname and why?
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
current.
Yeah,
Do they have
current.
to be playing right now?
Currently active NFL player. Yeah, preferably.
Okay.
And yeah, I would say it can't be a nickname that we came up with. Like I guess it could be, but that might
All
be a
right,
little bit biased.
Sauce.
that
The
we came
People's
up with
Choice
it.
Awards.
Sauce
Yeah,
Gardner.
that's what Sauce Gardner. Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that his real given name?
No.
Make sure that's not his legal name. It has to be a nickname.
My brother in Christ, it's not his legal name.
I think
His
it
name's
is.
Ahmad. No.
Yeah.
All right.
His
Give
name,
me-
his
was
mom
talking
sat
personally,
down and
kid.
said, I'm going to name my kid Sauce.
I mean, dude, a guy got drafted literally named Kool-Aid. So
Kool-Aid McKinstry. That is another nickname.
no, that's a legal name.
No, that's
That is not his
actual
legal name, bro. His
Yes,
name
it
is
is.
JaQuincy. Or GaQuincy.
Damn, these names are getting out of control these days.
I'm telling you, broskies. It's not his real name.
Well, I think if it's real enough to be put in the lower thirds of when you get drafted, then I feel like that should be your legal name. But who am I to say? His real name is Jakrinsky. Jakransky? Like,
Good. Yeah, I can't say his name. I can't pronounce
All
it.
right, I'm gonna
correctly.
take. Fuck, this is a tough one. I'm gonna take Dicker the Kicker.
wow. Okay, I like that's a fun one. Dicker the
Yeah.
Kicker. Because it rhymes. Second be your
Yeah.
Okay. No, moving on. Tyler, what is your
Tyler took Sauce, didn't he?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I forgot. Okay.
What? You were debating me if that was his real name.
Yeah, but I forgot that like I thought you were asking it. Okay, whatever.
Oh, no. I picked Sauce.
Sauce Gardner and Jake with Dicker the Kicker. Dicker the Kicker. He's a kicker for the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, I wrote Dicker the Gardener because I'm a fucking idiot.
Dicker
Okay.
the Gardener. Dick the
I
Gardener.
would hire that guy to do my gardening. All right, I think Jake, you went second last time. I think you need to open. Am I wrong? I don't know.
Wait,
I'm
shit.
pretty sure.
I opened to start. We're in round 5 now,
Yeah.
so I go first again.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
If we're
Whatever you
stacked,
guys say.
which I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So I'll
should,
go
yeah, we
first.
should be. Okay. 1 second. Tyler's opener. 1 minute. Whenever you're ready, Tyler.
All right. When young, little petite, travel size
fuck?
Sauce was just a young lad, his coach in Pee Wee football said, to be the man, you have to inherit this sauce. His first nickname, his first iteration was A1 because he was like the best on the team. His coach called him A1 Sauce Sweet Feet Gardner. So that stuck, and then it got shortened to Sauce. And it's universal. It's perfect. It fits him for some reason. He had a fucking chain at the draft that had a little bottle of sauce on it, dude. It was all blinged out. Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. That's objectively hilarious and awesome. He's got the sauce. He is the A1 sauce. He did a partnership with Buffalo Wild Wings to endorse a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, and they called it Sauce. You can't tell me that's not the best nickname in the NFL.
Okay. I did not know any of those things. Okay. All right. Jakelers with Dicker the Kicker. Opening argument whenever you're ready.
Look, Tyler chose the obvious chalk pick name. Of course, he's going to come out here with Sauce Gardner. That's who everybody thinks of. But I want to talk to you about an underrated, undrafted kicker named Dicker the Kicker. This man came out and spent time with 4 NFL teams before showing up and being the kicker that the Chargers needed. He wasn't some high draft pick guy that's always been the best and, he's always been A1 Sauce. No, he came out and proved himself and earned the name Dicker the Kicker. They put him in social media. He's a fun guy. Sauce is the chalk pick and it's way too serious, but Dicker the Kicker is fun. He's the kind of guy you want to give the title of best nickname to because he's a fun guy. Who doesn't want Dicker the Kicker on their team? And you know what? He's fantasy relevant. He's a guy that is actually going out there and scoring you points. He was the kicker 7 on this season after being undrafted, and no one believed him, and he has earned the title of best nickname.
Okay. He's a cool guy. It's Jake's argument. He's a fun guy.
It's a fucking uphill battle. He chose Sauce Gardner, and I'm not allowed to choose any retired players. The fuck do you want from me?
Okay. All right. Tyler, 30-second rebuttal whenever you're ready. Rebuttaling Dicker the Kicker.
Kicker number 7. He's not even a top 5 kicker. It's not even a nickname. His last name is Dicker, and he is a kicker. It's like saying Sauce the cornerback, and they're like, oh, that's a good nickname for him. It's not a good nickname. It's just who he is. He's a kicker named Dicker. It's not clever. It's just there. It's made up for him. Sauce is so synonymous that John didn't even know that it was his nickname. He thought it was his real first name. That's how good the sauce sticks, bro. So
the sauce sticks. All right, Jay, come on. Give me a good rebuttal here on Dicker. I need more. I need facts. I need
What do you want me to do? Is there's one fucking good nickname in the
Tell me why it's funny.
Right
Tell
now.
me why it's so cool.
Give me one other good option other than Sauce fucking Gardner. This is a great.
Let me think.
There's one option. It's the guy who has a fucking sauce named after him.
How about Dijon Robinson?
His real name is Bijan.
Dijon Mustardson. Come on,
Hollywood Brown, motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, a lot to that one. Well, it's where he's from.
I think you could
Cheetah?
come up with more shit. You came up with a lot of shit about the Browns logo that was out of your ass. Okay,
bro, Cheetah.
Come on. Talk out of your ass for 30 seconds. I want to hear it.
Cheetah isn't even that great. He's fast.
He's fast.
That's it. And also, it's not that. I don't know.
Whatever, man.
All right, Jake, 30 seconds to win the fight. Come on, you could win. Fight.
I have a lot of passion here. I'm fighting an uphill battle.
Well, climb the hill.
Hold on.
Get a pair of roller skates. Get some nitro boost.
Look.
Mod your car. Get the modded turret machine gun. I prefer the grenade launcher. And get up that hill.
Have you ever been defined by this field goal? This is the kind of guy that you want to win this. The kind of guy who makes a full-on fucking advertisement to vote for him for the Pro Bowl because he's a fun guy. He came out there throwing out karate kicks because he's Dicker the Kicker. You know who doesn't make any fun videos and who is way too serious and not the kind of guy who should win an award for the best nickname? Sauce Gardner. He is a no-nonsense guy, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the best nickname. And you know what the kind of best nicknames are? The ones that you don't have to earn. They just show up in your life like Dicker the Kicker. That's the kind of guy that you want to give an award like best nickname to.
That's time. Okay. What was that video?
You didn't see that? The Pro Bowl voting video?
No.
Oh,
you made a video
you gotta watch that.
Me?
I feel like that should be
That's
something
pretty funny.
I should be allowed to submit here. It's fucking hilarious. It's
Okay.
like, have you ever been defined by this field goal? Oh, you can't see it.
Oh wait,
Is that him in a
I
suit?
might have seen this. It's also
Yes.
it's cutting out, Jake. It doesn't want to pick it up.
Okay.
Your mic
Well,
thinks it's
anyway.
background noise.
It's basically him in like an ill-fitting suit from Goodwill, like pretending to be like a litigation lawyer against people who miss field goals. So like if you had a
that's
legal
funny.
claim because
That's
he
funny.
made so many field goals. Yes, it's hilarious. He's a great guy.
Funny and great guy.
Funny and good and nice and cool.
Tyler, what's your closer?
No, I think if your nickname gives you the opportunity to be sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings, that is objectively the coolest nickname. Also, speaking of cool guys, Sauce is known for his chains and his little bottle sauce chain. He also iced out his QB. He gave Aaron Rodgers like an iced out 8 chain. So that's pretty cool. Sauce Gardner is like maybe the best corner in the NFL also, so he backs up his nickname. Dicker the kicker, he's okay. He's a kicker. Yes. He is a kicker.
Okay. Jake.
Tyler's been on cruise control throughout this argument because he got the best option. The reality here.
Before. I'm sorry. I thought.
Oh, start that shit over.
Okay.
I thought that was it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You ready?
Wait, how'd you think that was it? It was like 13 seconds.
I forgot where we were in the argument.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Jake, continue. And 30 seconds whenever you're ready.
Tyler has been on cruise control throughout this entire argument because he got the best option. The reality of this fight is it's who made the best argument. And my argument here is you have a guy who came in undrafted, underrated, earned it, and is now a common household name. People know who Dicker the kicker is, just like they know who Sauce Gardner is. But guess what? Sauce Gardner was a top 5 pick. He's a serious athlete. Dicker the kicker came in, and he's a fun fucking guy who deserves the title of best nicknames because those are the kind of guys who earn them. The party guys, the fun guys.
Does he like mushrooms? Because he's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
I bet you he's done mushrooms.
I'm so sorry,
Probably.
Jake. I legitimately thought that was it.
That's fine.
He's not paying attention at all.
It actually gave me more time to think.
That's good. And he still came back with the same argument.
What else do you want me to fucking say?
I don't know, bro.
There's no
I don't know.
backstory.
Okay.
His name's just Dicker. There's
Okay.
no other good options.
But before everybody feels sorry for Jake, there is the Cheetah. There is Danger Russ. There is Homeboy Mahomes, Joe Shiesty, King Henry, Honey Badger
Danger
Matthew,
Russ-
Danny Dimes, Matty Ice,
Googled
Run
Danger-
CMC.
Run CMC is barely a known nickname.
Danny
Jimmy
Dimes.
GQ.
Lame as shit. What was Patrick Mahomes?
Stat Padford.
That Padford's his ass. That's off
Stat
another
Padford.
player.
I've never heard any of these.
Yeah, I've never heard of
my
that.
other option, a Cheetah is all right. That's fine. Maybe I could
Drip
have gone with that,
Samuel?
but there's not much behind it. Drip Samuel is not a real nickname. That's a nickname you gave. Your
Danger
own
Russ
player.
is hilarious.
Danger Russ is
probably
lame
would've
as
won.
hell.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. That's way better.
dangerous.
No,
That's so
dangerous,
funny,
dude.
Danger Russ.
Danger Russ, diarrhea.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Jake.
They're out there. That's all I'm saying.
I like it's an A for effort for me for Jake here. I really like
This was a fun question to start. It should have been at all time. There's too few
All-time nickname?
Yes, it should have been Sauce Gardner. He's the only fucking dude who has a fucking sponsorship off his nickname. I'll take the loss here, but we should have done this one differently because there's a clear winner. Like it was an uphill battle no matter who I picked.
But again, it's whoever shouts it out first.
I'm not arguing. I just said that. I'm taking the loss, but it is a clear winner with an uphill. Like it was an uphill battle no matter who I picked.
Yeah. Sometimes
You don't
that's
need to
just
go
how
through the whole
cookie
rigmarole.
crumbles. No, I think Tyler, his opening argument was really good. He had a lot of facts and like Buffalo Wild Wings, the sauce. I mean, dude, come on. You can't go wrong. I want to go out and get some Krab Rangoons and dip it in the sauce right now. Like if I'm being completely honest with you, have a little pumpkin spice latte on the side. It's just, there's so many things I want to do after such an iconic fantasy fight between my two pals. And it was close. It was very, very close. At the end of the day, Tyler just came in and made the right choice. And sometimes that's all it takes. And we're in a game that's not as perfect science. Can't always
should have been
fair.
Everybody. It should have been all time. Leave
well,
so many open.
Should have locked it up earlier, bro.
Who would have been your all
How
time?
do you fight against Sauce? I don't know, but it would have been better options than are available right now.
He doesn't
Pick
even
one.
know.
Pick one that's better than Sauce. I can't even think of one.
Mean Joe Green is pretty fucking awesome. That's iconic.
But did he have
Does he have a sauce?
was Green Mountain
He
Furniture
was,
named after
he
him?
was literally in one of the most famous commercials featuring an NFL player of all time.
And he was nice. in
Thanks,
that
Mean
commercial.
Joe. Yeah, it's a great that's a great nickname. That's one of many options I could have used.
Revis Island. That's a pretty good one.
Is that a nickname?
The Sweetness. I think that's a pretty good one.
Sweetness is pretty good.
Who's that for?
Walter Payton. I don't know if it's the Sweetness. I like the Sweetness better, but I think Sweetness is what people would actually say.
I like the what's this? The
Refrigerator Perry. That's probably who I would have gone with.
that one's really good.
That's a really good one. Or the bus.
realistically.
A1
bus.
sauce, Sweet Feet Gardner. Yeah, the bus
Yeah.
is really good.
The bus
But
is
again, like
legendary.
sauce is just so it just comes so cleanly.
It was an
off the
uphill battle.
tongue.
I could have chose Cheetah. I could have chose fucking anybody. It would have been an uphill battle. There's no winning against Sauce Gardner. It's simply.
Yeah, if anybody in the comments, if you have a better nickname that we're not saying, please, I'm sure you're screaming right now. You're like, why not this one?
Yeah.
Well, Dicker the Kicker was the best we could do. So
Dude, I still feel pretty good about that for all things considered for what's available right now.
I just love Tyler. It's not a nickname, it's just his name. He's Dicker and his job is to be a kicker. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, it would be a great nickname if somebody's last name was Schmorterschmack.
It's like me.
Schmorterschmack, the cornerback. Like that would be
nickname
people would be
was
talking
like-
about that.
John the videographer. What if that was my nickname? Like literally. Anyway, John the podcaster. Wow, cool nickname. Tyler gets the win here.
I forgot about Tyreek Hill's other nickname.
Honestly, Megatron.
Girlfriend
Oh,
hitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Cool. Let's
Kid-
send the
kid
podcast.
smacker?
RIPIST.
Yeah.
Honestly, Megatron is probably the fucking coolest one.
Honestly,
yeah,
that might be the best. That's fucking
Megatron
hard.
is pretty good, but
Also,
also
note-
he's retired.
Dick Lane, the Night Train. Holy fuck! Oh my god!
That's fucking
There's some good
sick.
ones from back in the day.
There's
for
some
sure, dude.
seriously scary ones from back in the day, from dudes that were like smoking cigarettes on the side of the.
At halftime
Yeah.
and folding steel chairs.
Men, I want to base my life after.
Oh man,
If I could go back in time. God
Prime
damn, I would
Time's a
do.
good one.
Prime Times is pretty good.
Beast Mode.
Beast
Javon
mode.
Pierce. It looks like he played when you guys would have been watching. They called him the Freak.
Who?
The Freak. Oh, Beast
Javon-
Mode would have been a good one.
Beast mode's good.
Yeah.
AB.
Yo, this guy's name was Crazy Legs.
The
Elroy
Nigerian Nightmare. Holy shit.
Ooh,
That's
that's
sick.
good.
Ed
Yeah,
Too
there's some
Tall
good ones.
Jones.
Some good
Pork Chop. They got a man named Pork Chop.
Legatron. Greg Zerline
Greg
was
Zuerlein.
Legatron. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I've always heard the leg.
the leg. I've heard that.
Greg
too,
the
yeah.
Leg, I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, he did have a
Defensive
leg.
tackle
On him.
Russell the Kitchen, Maryland. It's hard.
Damn.
Muscle Hamster.
Yeah.
Doug
Hmm.
Martin. Who? Sorry, man. That's disrespectful.
I remember Doug Martin. He was cool. Okay, guys. That's it for the show. Jake with
You're
a
getting in the
tough
fucking ring, like,
L.
next time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you
And Tyler's a
conveniently
worthy
forgot.
opponent. You know, he makes really strong arguments. He's very well articulated. He's just a handsome guy too. On top of it,
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
Um,
unbiased. I love
I
you
think
too.
Tyler's crying. Is he crying? Is that a tear? Wow.
I don't cry.
Dry as a bone. Okay.
His eyes don't run, bro.
Dry as a bone, just like me. So
What?
what? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Check us out at Those Fantasy Dudes, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever the fuck. If you're not on YouTube, highly recommend it. Go type in Those Fantasy Dudes on YouTube. You will find us. Subscribe. It's way more fun to watch us in person. Really, really appreciate it. And we will see you guys in July with another new episode. Enjoy your 4th. And we're on the home stretch, guys. I think we got like 65 days until our redraft draft. So we're coming down to it.
Wow.
Yep.
Summer's almost over. Enjoy your summer.
Enjoy your summer, and then we can talk about football, like actual football, instead of stupid prompts like this. Here we go.
Football.
Football. All right, guys, everybody. Have a great time. Can't wait to bring Logan back on the podcast.
And now, Dr. Logan chimes in.
Oh my God, if we do a Dr. Logan chime.
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. Make sure to tune in next week and follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram.
Yeah. Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. What's up?